What's up, bros? It's your boy, Brendan Schaub, doing the thing, back at the Blind Mike Project. This f***ing blind guy, he loves me, and I love him. He can't see it, but every time he defends me, the little tendons in my cauliflower ears start tingling. And that's how warriors say I love you. I love you, Blind Mike. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. Just stick around, folks, and you will see Brendan Schaub, Thespian. For now, make sure you go to blindmike.net and subscribe to the channel. We don't want to be the best known secret. We want to be like your mom's bush and just be out there for everyone to see. I wrote that. Without further ado, here is your host, Blind Mike Geary.
Hey, everybody. Announcer's getting a little self-indulgent, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Brendan. I love you, too. And real quick, just to start for you, Why You Laughing fans out there, it's happened again. It's clockwork, really. I'd say, I want to say once a month. I don't want to exaggerate, but once a month seems fair. There's generally, one out of every 4 or 5 episodes that Craig truly takes my breath away. And it happened again. Like a pro, I tried to move on, but I think you'll be able to notice what I'm talking about. You guys are probably wondering, up now on the Patreon is Pat Cooper on the Howard Stern Show in honor of Pat Cooper's passing. Rest in peace, old friend. Mm-hmm. Why You Laughing episode about him. And you guys are probably assuming or hoping, you're like, they must have brought up Mike Montante. And rest assured, we did. Don't you worry about it. Because I will. There's a moment where we're playing a clip of Pat arguing on the phone with his mother, and it's a fascinating thing that Stern did, where Pat's getting into it with all these different family members. It's a cavalcade of Coopers calling in to berate the man of the house. And just out of nowhere, Craig goes, it's like Mike Montante. It caught me so off guard that I almost forgot who Montante was. I was like, what's happening? And you'll watch me in real time go, yes. I suppose I sort of get the reference. And then I try to compose myself. It felt like I was giving a book report at the front of the class, and someone walked up and just smacked my papers out of my hand and then casually sat back down. I was like, no one's going to do anything here? All right, I guess we'll move on.
I will, in my defense, I immediately went, wrong show. Let's move on.
I love Montante. I'm happy to talk about him anytime you like. It just felt like odd placement.
The reference, people that know will get it. But
it took me a second, but yes, I got there eventually. So check out Why You Laughing, folks. And for today's program, for the Blind Mike Project, I want to make sure it's known for the powers that be at YouTube. I will not. I know I broke a horrible rule last week, and I guess I have been misinformed. I thought there was a specific word when a woman is watching an addict die in front of her, and instead of getting him help, taking selfies with him. Mm-hmm. There's apparently a word I misused. It doesn't apply there at all, apparently. So
yeah, it caught me by surprise. I thought it fit perfectly. I didn't think twice.
I felt like it fit. Now they're making me quote Trump. Now I have to call her a nasty woman if I want to refer to her. So you see what you're doing, YouTube? You're shoving me over to the right.
As they will.
We got to get into BJ Corville because the Blind Mike Project has. I can't say officially. I've heard rumors that we've gotten the official Margera family stamp of approval.
Really?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but I hear we're making friends on that side of the earth. But what that led to, someone reached out to me who I can't discuss because our friend BJ Corville is kind of a dangerous person, which we'll get into. But BJ, there's a lot more to her than I ever realized. And she is a maniac. she's a monster on the internet. Like, she will go after people, harass them. And when I say harass, like, I don't use that term loosely. I feel like a lot of people do on the internet, where it's like, people use it for like Barstool or the Minifans all the time. Where like if the Minifans spend a day making fun of you on Twitter, people are like, "Oh, they're harassing me." It's like, that's not harassment. Harassment in my mind is what BJ does, which is giving out not just personal information of you as a content creator, but finding your loved ones and giving out their personal information. So that's the type of person we're dealing with our pal BJ Courville, who let Bam Margera relapse in front of her. So I felt like she was worth a second deep dive if people are with me.
Absolutely, she's a psychopath. We were given information in the chat last week in real time, but we didn't have enough time to look into it, and they were right. She is a psycho.
They may have gone easy on her, I think. Yeah. Should we start with the stuff from that video that I sent you?
Not
trying to think of what order to go in here.
We could watch her innocently receive an award and then go into it.
Yeah, you think we should do that first?
Yeah, why not?
It's a sweet moment. You're right. Yeah, maybe we should show everyone the sweet side of. It's not an award, by the way, Craig. This is if we ever are so lucky to get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
That's true.
They just send you a plaque.
That's true.
It's just like it's a milestone. I've seen a bunch of shows. I've heard like the Are You Garbage guys talk about getting one. Andrew Schultz, We Might Be Drunk, shows like that. I've never seen quite this reaction. I've certainly never seen the redder lead, the letter read. So let's see what BJ does when she gets that letter in the mail of getting 100,000 subscribers. This, by the way, if you guys didn't watch last week or don't remember, this is the woman that was interviewing Bam Margera.
Perfect. And then can you say, if y'all have not seen our Pussycat Dolls videos, you need to check them out.
If y'all have not seen our collective deep dive TM ding into the Pussycat Dolls, you need to check it out. Whenever she came out and made those allegations, didn't nobody want to believe her because many reasons here, there, and everywhere. But as it might turn out, according...
Oh, is someone at the door?
I couldn't tell if she was in on this or not.
Oh, gee, who's that? Is that the friendly neighborhood mailman? Dropping off a letter, perhaps?
It's the milk guy.
Did y'all plan this?
Yes.
This was planned?
Yeah.
No, we broke into your home, BJ.
Oh, it's right there.
Wouldn't she know once she got to that amount that it's coming?
Was it planned? Well, it was mailed to you, so they would have had to open it illegally, I assume.
If you checked your email, it probably said, "Hey, on the way, keep an eye out for this thing we're sending you."
Yeah, was it planned? Yes, I assume by the woman who runs the channel, I would have to imagine.
I'd hit it, says I come buckets. Shocking.
Come.
You know how furious I would be if, I'd be ecstatic if we ever got to 100,000 subscribers. Pat on the backs for everybody. If fucking Craig and Hackride came out with a cake for me. Ooh, whose special day is it? Shut the fuck up.
It's a cake in the shape of sunglasses and a Yankee hat.
Come on, Mikey, let's all celebrate. Meanwhile, people are overdosing on her couch.
Can you save that till we're recording, please?
We did it! As Bam Margera takes his last gasps for air.
I know.
I was like, what a coincidence. Like, Prim, hello?
Making good promos that we're going to use those too.
I've dreamed about this moment. Oh my God.
Since what? YouTube started doing it like 2 years ago? It's a relatively new thing.
I know. Principal Uncertainty says she opens it and it's Bam's rotted liver. Oh my God. Yay.
Guys, it's Bam's death certificate. We did it. We finally killed him.
It's Bam's left ear. He did it. He believed me.
I imagine that's very prescient of BJ. That when she was a little girl, she's like, guys, really, my real dream is one day, but I'm going to go to law school, which we'll get into. But deep down, my real goal is to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and a website that has not been invented yet.
I've heard this letter before, and it still makes me sad.
Oh my
I can
God.
tell. I can tell it makes you sad, BJ, because the very real tears that are coming out of you.
They make me sad, man.
Aw. Do you remember your first subscriber? Yeah, it was Prim. Your 100th, your 1,000th? No. That whole 2 years.
Am I going to have to do this for Chef Lewis? Do you remember Chef Lewis? Well, we've got a very special guest for you.
Yeah, he used
Oh,
to
you didn't! Come on!
our first 2 subscribers just told us how terrible we were all the time. How can I forget them?
Chances are you do. And we know you'll definitely remember your 100,000. Your fans may have found you while searching.
What are their names, BJ? What are either of their names right now? Give them to me. You'll never forget them. You fucking phony.
It's her, just running around with Bam's son's phone number at the end of a fishing rod and him chasing her to the camera.
Well, Bam's not her only victim. We'll get there. Don't
absolutely.
worry, folks. This is just build up.
Complained about it. Oh, this is so
I
sad.
know, it makes me cry too.
Or maybe
Oh,
you
these
should
people are so genuine.
Who's this asshole behind the camera?
I know it makes me cry too. I am so filled with emotion, BJ. Oh, to share in this with you has also been a dream of mine.
There's at least 8 empty Starbucks cups in this room right now.
the video. Shout out Long Island Audit. No matter how they came to your channel, fans stayed.
Okay,
and
hold on. Go back there a little bit. Of course, she's that hat. I'm guessing that's a police auditor. Of course, she's friends with one of them.
Or maybe you
for you who are these socials fans, that's what Delete Law does. Delete Laws is police audits, where essentially his job is to call himself a journalist and tap cops on the shoulder and just say, "What are you doing, Buster?" That's their job, and that's the type of person BJ is friends with.
as a recommended video. Shout out Long Island Audit. No matter how they came to your channel, fans stayed and their numbers increased because of your unique voice and the excitement of being part of the
unique voice,
growing.
She does have that, yeah.
We are thrilled to see the development of your community and are proud to honor your impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers. Then stop suppressing my McDonald's video. They lie.
She seemed to be able to choke up those very real tears pretty quickly.
I hate her so much.
For a snappy line. I can't. We'll have to look into that McDonald's video that's being suppressed. I'm sure it's great journalism.
That just means it's not monetized, probably.
I guess, yeah.
Well, then they should really stop suppressing our videos. We're not doing this to
We're
people.
being suppressed by her.
You start a
What are the
lawsuit.
chances?
Rick prepared our award. We know you have many more stories. Yes, we do. To share with your community, and we know that your fans.
DJ, I gotta. You're responding to each one of these lines here. I gotta tell you, I suspect. I don't know this because listen, I don't have as a successful channel as you. Maybe one day I'll find out. I suspect it's a pre-written letter that they just kind of copy and paste, send to everybody.
Yeah, the top is
I don't know if you need to answer every question. Do you remember your first? Yes, I do. They're not. It's not a question and answer survey.
Yeah, the beginning of the letter says, "Dear YouTuber."
Dear valued client.
Dear sheep that do our bidding.
So you get the gist of that. She's a real. She's a bit of a sap. She, the YouTube has tugged at her heartstrings. She's a very genuine, emotional person. Again, unless a man is overdosing, feet away from her.
Yeah, then she's gonna use them for everything she can.
Can we get a little taste of her music video? So we watched her crying. Can we see a little bit of her music video? I think Hack Ride did a little touch up on this.
Oh yes, give me 1 second and I will. Yep.
If you wouldn't mind, because I didn't realize what her given profession was and how she came to fame on the internet. I didn't realize what a pro she was because I see videos of her gabbing with a man who's bonkers high and taking selfies with him. I see videos of her weeping over hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we learned last week, we briefly mentioned it, that she has a music video. I didn't know how multi-talented she was. But it's weird. The background images of her video, it's a little bizarre. I don't
remember we cannot read the first background out loud.
Okay. Well, maybe she's giving us some kind of message here. She's letting us know exactly who she is, because it's weird to put this in the background of your music video.
So I'm going to smoke crack with the bums down at the boardwalk until I'm dead unless you deliver me Phoenix. Get to work, Nikki, or anybody that wants to help. I want Phoenix.
Seems like she's been around for a few tragedies in her day.
Yeah, how many of these did she cause is what I want to know.
It's weird. Who knows? I mean, who knows? Is she taking credit for them? I don't know. I don't know what the intent is.
Watch us get not monetized now because of this dumb, stupid song.
Pause it. That's enough. That's enough of her. What I like is I think some people from her world may have found that video when I posted it. If you want to go see the whole thing, it's up on our YouTube. Go watch it. But I think some people found it and were like, "Is this the original version? If not, you should take it down. This is making her look bad." Yeah,
this isn't flattering light.
Yeah, you may have diagnosed the problem.
Her singing in front of the Twin Towers. It's not funny, but it makes me laugh.
It's terribly unfunny.
Yeah.
By the way, just a quick aside. I wanted to mention this at the start of the show. I forgot. We also got a couple people on the Doug Stanhope Why Are You Laughing that I think are Stanhope fans, but have no idea what the show is or anything. Because one, I told everyone to go to blindmike.net, and I mentioned that the Patreon is the full video, because like on YouTube we can't always upload the videos that I want to show. So I just say, if it's worth it to you to go there, go to the Patreon. We got a comment the other day saying, "Oh, another podcast grifting, sending us to their Patreon. Meanwhile, they're going to show us all the flashy things they bought with the money they're stealing from us." And I was like, "Buddy, this is not Two Bears, One Cave. I think you've got the wrong program."
Actually, I got a nice Rolex I meant to tell you about.
Well, so does BJ, who is singing about, I guess, Cartier watches.
Is that song definitely not sarcastic?
It is no, it is not sarcastic. She is singing about the flashy Rolexes she wears. Meanwhile, there is currently a GoFundMe, her supporting her legal fund, which is interesting.
Ugh.
I don't remember. I gotta say, trial of the century. I don't remember O.J. Simpson panhandling outside of City Hall, trying to make a few bucks to pay his lawyers.
I know this could be a real bad thing for us and her, but I actually heard that she is the whistleblower against Joe Biden. I did hear that.
What do you mean?
Oh, the whistleblower was found dead yesterday. So,
oh.
Putting it out there.
I don't keep up on this stuff. Don't let Jerry. He'll enjoy it.
Hilarious.
She. What were we playing? Oh, so let's get into this. I don't know what you call it, like a YouTube type of documentary, similar to what we do with like Why Are You Laughing, just focused on this case.
Yeah, the show's called Why Are You a Horrible Person?
And boy, they found a good one. It's I want to give her channel credit because she doesn't have a ton of subscribers. She did a very good job with this video. It's like Medusum or something like that. I don't know the girl's name, but she made a heck of a video. Because I was curious as to who BJ Courville is after we talked about her. And this young lady told us exactly who she is.
It is Medusone. Medusone.
Okay. We'll check her out.
But this is the first Oh boy.
What's that?
I saw a super chat. I'm gonna have to work up the courage to read.
Well, go ahead. Let's come on.
Mike from Providence says, Craig, have you seen my knee? I'm gonna give it a second.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Expand.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't try, Mike. Don't you understand, Mike? They could hurt the channel, and Craig will do it. So he yells it out his car window enough, you know.
That's not nice. But here's part one.
Wondering why you never see me responding to hate on the internet or responding to people who don't like me.
I gotta be honest, I was wondering that a little bit. I was like, I tagged you enough times. Come on, lady.
She's got her minions.
Wrong. And so why would I waste my time on people who are wrong and they have bad taste and poor writing skills? I have a world to save out here. I know I'm the shit. I don't need anybody writing any articles telling me I am or am not the shit, because
Still think that music video is a joke, Craig? Still think it's a little tongue-in-cheek that she has nice watches? I know I'm the shit.
Just the way the song was, the type of song it is. This has to be a joke.
I'm not getting that from the attitude. If it is, she stays so laser focused in character that it's very impressive.
Anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Love you, Mina K. Bye.
Oh my God, thank you so much, BJ. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I love when she gets cute like that. Oh, it's so adorable.
I really do wish she was horrendously ugly. That would make this better.
People have all different kinds of flaws. So she's not referring to us there. She is referring to people that have gone at her, because this is very weird. And I've tried my best to understand it. Hopefully watching these clips again will give me a full understanding. But basically, BJ Courville came to prominence during the Free Britney movement. Now, given her situation with Bam Margera, you're probably saying, oh, of course, she was trying to free Britney. Au contraire, my friend. Oh, no. She does her best to be on the wrong side of every movement. So when people were saying, hey, this seems wrong, the way Britney Spears is being treated, BJ Corville said, not so fast. So we're going to learn a little more about that.
There was a lot of stuff that BJ started saying and doing that made me realize that I don't even know if BJ understands the law that well. Like, she did this video about how Britney's constitutional rights were violated by the conservatorship, and I do think they were, but the specific constitutional rights that she was talking about, she displayed this complete lack of understanding of the basic concept she was discussing. Like, I don't think that BJ really understands the Fourth Amendment very well.
The Fourth Amendment, illegal search and seizure, is it constitutional that they were allowed to take Britney from her home, enter her home, look and search for things, possibly take things out of her home, force her to leave her home, right? Was that legal of them? I'm not sure that they had a warrant to do that.
Now, I'm going to set that aside, but let's just keep that as a marker that even in the subject BJ claims to be an expert in, the law, she doesn't seem to really know that much about it. What we need to discuss more, though, is the incident where BJ started to lose all credibility with me and with a lot of people in Free Britney. And that is when she appeared in a documentary called Slave Princess.
BJ was told that Lou Taylor had become a client of the firm, so she was no longer allowed to make disparaging comments on social media. She refused and resigned from the firm.
It started to become very clear that I was about to have to start abiding by a totally different, unfair set of rules. I really just had to make the decision to walk away from the job.
Slave Princess is an hour-long, cheaply made documentary narrated and produced by Liz Crokin, a famed QAnon leader.
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, because if you didn't understand all of that, she was on Britney's side at first and started to drift away as certain people in that movement turned on her. Also, she did graduate from Princeton, I guess. That's what I'm told anyways. And with a law degree. So she worked in law, but she was a paralegal.
Bird law.
And she specializes in bird law and various other lawyerings. She did pass the bar exam, which we'll get into. But I don't know that she actually like practiced the law. She always refers to herself as a paralegal. So I don't know that people were hiring, BJ Courville Esquire. So that's a little confusing. But then she attaches herself to QAnon. And that's when real conspiracies start popping up, because then it goes beyond like, oh, Britney should be freed. It's, basically everyone she encounters is a pedophile that eats babies. So that's where things get a little hairy, I think, particularly in that documentary. That's where she lost a lot of people. But we continue.
If it's going to hurt your feelings that I have friends, close friends who are Democrats, close friends who are Republicans, and we fight about politics all the time, get the off my channel. Bye. I don't want you here. If I got a Republican friend, I'm a conspiracy theorist. That's where we are in America today.
But I don't care where BJ lands on a political spectrum. I care that she platformed a woman with documented brain damage who was spreading dangerous conspiracy theories about politicians she doesn't like eating babies.
Seems like a valid concern. I don't know this girl. It seems like a valid concern to be like, hey, maybe don't champion that woman as a hero. Maybe that's not who you should go to for concise answers.
We should get to know this girl. I think we're on the same side of things.
I don't know. Well, this issue certainly. Would you like things we talk about on a weekly basis? Who knows? But
probably not. Next, her versus Stevo.
Yeah, so this is where things get interesting, because we didn't really know a ton about. We only heard her side last week, where she's like, Stevo says I did meth. Well, it's not exactly what happened. We start to learn a little bit more about the whole picture.
So Mr. Know-It-All, Stevo Jones, whatever in the hell, it's not a concern.
Hold on. BJ, you're weeping over 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Let's not act like you don't know who Stevo is.
Seriously.
He's a man who's famous enough to go by Steve O and is immediately recognizable. So let's not be like, oh, Mr. It's not a great dig, by the way. Mr. Stevo Jones or whatever your name is. It's like, oh, you got him. You got him there. There's nothing better. It works every time than the I forgot this person's name bit.
I didn't even know.
Meanwhile, I care a lot about them, obviously.
Is she gonna just do the I just thought Bam was a regular guy, didn't know he was famous, didn't know what Jackass was?
It would be like now, like last week I didn't know BJ's name, and now I've learned it, and I've said it a few times, BJ Corville.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like now if she responded to me, and again I was like, BJ, what's her name?
BJ Smith or whatever.
You know her name. Let's not go down that road.
So Mr. Know-It-All, Stevo Jones, whatever in the hell, it's not a conservatorship. It's a guardianship. Like that's
I'll clarify this. What Stevo said is it's not a conservatorship that Ben was under. It's a guardianship. What he meant was literally that's what it's called. In certain states, it's called different things. In those states, there are different things that define each one. But the basics, I believe, are that one involves money and finances and the other one doesn't. And that's pretty much what Stevo was saying. He was kind of just trying to... And also in the clip, Stevo's like, by the way, I'm not an expert on any of this shit, but basically that's the gist of what he's saying. That got her very offended for some reason because she got a ton of... She was kind of the pseudo leader of like the Free Britney movement, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then they eventually kind of ran her out of town and she started to get a lot of shit from them. So basically she heard the word conservatorship linked to Bam Margera and said, well, I've figured out my next venture.
Husey Entertainment says Stevo used to staple his yam bag to his leg, yet Bam is the one that has fallen in life. Ain't life fun?
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the real Husey. What's up, Husey?
Doesn't make a difference to me. The court procedure, Stevo, Mr. Legal Scholar, is termed a guardianship in Pennsylvania. In some other states,
that is
the procedure.
Can I just tell you? it shows you how much she cares about Bam Margera because she knows where he's from. That's very good. Pennsylvania. She did her research. Bam wasn't living in Pennsylvania at the time, and the conservatorship or guardianship had nothing to do with Pennsylvania. So it shows how much this lawyer really looked into it.
Referred to as a conservatorship. Well, would you look at that? Almost like it's the same damn thing.
She keeps talking about the laws in Pennsylvania and links to sources saying that a guardianship and a conservatorship is the same thing in Pennsylvania, but Bam's guardianship wasn't in Pennsylvania, so that really has nothing to do with this conversation at all. Bam's guardianship took place in Florida, where that distinction does matter. So yes, Stevo, Mr. Legal Scholar, actually does know what he's talking about.
Imagine what a shitty lawyer you'd have to be bested by Stevo.
Imagine how shitty of a lawyer you'd be if you didn't get as far as BJ did in law practice.
A man unhooking his cheek to give his thoughts on conservatorships has bested you in the game of law.
Next one's called Lima.
Okay, so this is about a woman named Lima Yevremovic. I hope I'm getting her last name right.
Yima Jones or whatever.
Yeah, Lima fucking whatever her name is. Who gives a shit? Am I right, guys? And I assume that was BJ's perspective because it was someone who was trying to help Bam. And that's the worst type of poison when you're BJ Courville, is someone who's trying to get Bam on the road to health.
The main point here is that there's nothing really that suspicious about this sequence of events. Bam and his family knew Lima. They knew Lima had dealt with situations like this prior. So when Bam's mental health got really, really bad, they reached out to Lima, and Lima helped them put Bam into a guardianship, which eventually put him into a rehab in Florida. Now, to BJ, somewhere in that saga, there is evidence of Lima being a human trafficker who is also probably to blame for the death of Amanda Rabb. There are a lot of small, stupid reasons that BJ distrusts Lima, and most of them are a waste of my time, so I'm not even going to discuss it. But there are two big ones that I will address. The first is BJ's idea that Lima Yevremovic had some sort of financial incentive to put Amanda and Bam into a guardianship.
Pause 1 second. Sorry, I should have explained this first. I forgot how deep this clip went. So Lima she has some type of software. I've never used it or heard of it before this. I don't know its reputation. I don't know its success level or anything. From my brief research into it, again, no idea if it works, but it seems like basically what it is software that uses AI to determine different anxiety levels that you have related to sobriety, things like that. Basically using technology to try and help people get sober. And that technology is sold to hospitals and clinics. So again, no idea if it works, whether it does or not. This is not like a snake oil salesman type of scam. At least it doesn't seem it to me. So what BJ has tried to do is paint this woman as someone who's taking advantage of Bam. Meanwhile, she's just someone that had a technology she was working on that tried to help people. And to promote that technology, she's taken on a couple of different cases. One was Bam Margera, who she didn't want to take on. We'll get to that. But the other was a homeless woman named Amanda. That's who they're talking about there. Now, there are videos of Amanda doing very well, but like often happens with drug addicts, she relapsed and died. And so BJ very kindly has, and you know, empathetically, like I said, she obviously cares a lot about Bam. Her empathy does not end there. She said to herself, oh, a drug addict died. Let's start pointing blame at the people that tried to get her help. So that's the basis of BJ versus Lima, is that Lima is someone who tried to help Bam and this woman, Amanda, and that is poison to BJ.
That Lima Yevremovic had some sort of financial incentive to put Amanda and Bam into a guardianship or conservatorship. Because A, Lima is apparently a part of some grander plot to take control of Bam's assets, and to that I would say, what assets?
Yeah, so that's BJ's big theory, is that she's trying to take all of Bam's money. I don't know if you guys know this about drug addicts who haven't had a job in like 10, 15 years. When was Viva La Bam on the air? Like over a decade ago?
Long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. He doesn't strike me as a guy who saves well. I don't know if he's been investing in, the S&P 500. He has Vanguard accounts set aside for him. I could be wrong, but I don't know how much money he has saved, and I don't know how much money he has coming in. So I don't know if Bam Margera is the best target for, some money grubber.
Oh.
But also, the part that BJ doesn't mention is that Bam's family reached out to Lima to make her the guardian because, in kind of a weird move, like I give them credit for this, they realized about themselves, like April and Jess Margera and all these people realized that they have been enablers to Bam and have a hard time saying no to him. So they needed someone that could say no. And so that's where Lima gets put in as his guardian. I don't know that she wanted to do it, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of incentive for it, which is the weird thing. I don't know how she would gain any money out of it. In fact, she may have lost money, which we'll talk about. But let's keep going in order here.
The only
am I making sense so far, by the way, Craig?
Yeah. This is money, by the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll hear a little more about it.
The only money she could get from that situation is she could be paid from Bam's estate for her services as his guardian. But according to Lima, and these are claims that she has made in her lawsuit against BJ, so I don't know why she would lie about that in legal documentation. She didn't even accept compensation for her work as a guardian. She got no money out of this whatsoever. In fact, both she and Bam have stated that she helped pay for Bam's treatment.
The understanding I have was that when you were placed legally under a guardianship, there was the guardianship was essentially for the purposes of forcing you to go to treatment.
Right.
But treatment is not for free. Like treatment costs a lot of money. So I was told an understanding between the guardian and your family, like specifically April and Phil, that they needed to come up, just in general, like everybody needed to come up with money to pay for you to go to rehab.
And I believe the total of it all was like $660,000.
Exactly.
And
but the first
Lima, the guardian, paid for most of it. I don't know if it was for her own pocket or having people help. I don't know, but
right.
My mind is boggled from it all.
The first 150 came from your family.
Yeah.
After that, the 150 was gone, and it was gone. Then the money for rehab was coming from the guardian, which is so completely opposite of what people thought was happening, where everybody was helping themselves to your money. In fact, it was the guardian was just sinking hundreds of thousands of dollars, keeping you into rehab.
So I have learned that that's not necessarily true either. I don't believe Lima put hundreds of thousands of dollars into his rehab. But the reason I left that clip in and found it interesting is that you hear Bam there saying, like, he doesn't know how it gets paid. So it's not weird that he thinks Lima did it. He's like, I don't know where the money came from. And I don't either. But you hear Bam there saying, like, yeah, no, she had nothing to gain financially. That's the interesting thing, is this person that BJ is, taking up the cause of is directly opposing BJ's claim that this is just some money grubbing bitch that is sucking the life out of Bam Margera. I can't figure out who that label should be applied to, but it doesn't seem like it's Lima.
No. Do you think, did they do like some sort of fundraising maybe?
I'd have to look into it again. There's a complicated thing where I think it was basically from the family.
Yeah.
And I think Lima may have been involved in some way and paid back. I forget exactly what it was, but it wasn't directly. She wasn't putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into it, which would be kind of crazy. But
that would be insane.
Yeah.
Next is Amanda.
Are people interested in this, by the way? I'm interested in it, but I don't know if it's not our usual type of subject. So I'm curious.
It's building up to an eternal hatred for this BJ character going forward.
Yeah, and then we could just straight up mock her after this. But I wanted you guys to learn who she was.
Yeah, we got to go in. We not blind. You know what I mean?
That seems like a no from Craig, by the way. It wasn't. He didn't answer my question directly.
I am. I don't. People hate this woman, judging by the chat.
Good, good.
This next one's Amanda.
Yeah, so this is a little more about the homeless woman I mentioned, Amanda, that Lima was helping.
As you hooked us up with Lima, she feels like a mom. I never had my mom, so it feels like such a blessing just to have her in my life and just have you guys for support because I really only have my dad. So
you couldn't pick somebody better than Lima.
Yeah, she's great. Lima's great.
Empowering yourself to contradict Amanda's final words on the matter just so that you can lobby a hate campaign against a woman who, as far as we are aware, didn't do anything wrong is fucking sick. Lima has since filed a lawsuit against BJ for defamation.
Oh yeah, so that all leads up to the lawsuit where Lima's suing BJ for defamation because BJ is basically called Lima culpable for Amanda's death, as well as going after her family. So there's a ton of posts of I think we might actually get into it, but BJ going after like Lima's sisters and husband and loved ones and all kinds of stuff. So BJ has resorted to literal harassment, at least according to this lawsuit.
Courville has published to the internet Miss Yevremovich's social security number, date of birth, home phone number, and family members' addresses.
That's harassment, my friends. Come on. Stop being one of these pussies that gets a few words said to them on the internet. Get your social security number to put out there.
That's annoying. People will post like pictures of people's houses or addresses or something.
Yeah.
The social security one's tough.
That's tough. I'll put it this way. The address you could at least like say it was mistakenly put out there or something. Social security number, everyone has a pretty good idea. That's not supposed to be on the internet. You're not supposed to be passing that out to people.
Courville has
I would think if nothing else, one profession that would definitely know that, a lawyer.
A lawyer.
I would think it might be a Princeton graduate lawyer.
Internet Miss Yevremovich's social security number, date of birth, home phone number, and family members' addresses, among other pieces of highly personal and sensitive information. Additionally, Courville published information regarding Miss Yevremovich's family, including pictures of her husband and mother-in-law, as well as the identities of Miss Yevremovich's sisters and details on their medical histories. After being besieged in their home in Washington state by Courville's devotees, Miss Yevremovich and her family relocated to California for their safety and have hired a round-the-clock home security detail. Now, I can't speak to people showing up at Lima's home because I was not there, but the other allegations about what BJ has published to her social media accounts regarding Lima, I can absolutely vouch for because I have seen them.
Yeah, so it's not just some bullshit claim. Like, people saw this stuff. And it's pretty crazy, the shit that BJ is doing to keep up this. I don't even know, because I was going to say, like, I don't know what her reputation is. I guess maybe in that world, she's a known figure, so she has to keep up appearances or something. But I don't know. It's some shady shit, man. We're dealing with a real psychopath.
Really is a nasty woman, YouTube.
A nasty woman.
I gotta get that dropped the next time we talk about this lady.
Thank you.
This one is the lawsuit.
All right, we'll hear a little more about that.
Now, somehow, before Lima actually filed a lawsuit against BJ, BJ got wind of the fact that she was probably going to be doing that.
This is great. Buckle up for some hypocrisy, gang. I know you're thinking, not BJ. She wouldn't look like an ass on the internet. There's no chance. There's no chance she would say one thing and do another. It doesn't seem like our BJ. Buckle up.
On her YouTube channel.
I've heard through the grapevine rumors that Lima Yevremovich is in a lawsuit with me. That is a lie. That is not true.
And I
promise you, it will be my joy, pride, and honor to be in a lawsuit with her because I would ultimately be able to get.
Boy, that's some real lawyer talk. That's Johnny Cochran himself. I'm in a lawsuit right now, Your Honor.
She's so bad. She's so bad at this. I should start a podcast with her.
Happened because I would have depositions. I would be able to depose Lima Yevremovich probably for 2 days of 8 hours. I would depose Ivan Yevremovich, Lima's husband. I would depose Mark McCombsy, who is Ivan's business partner.
Sounds like a nickname.
I would depose Bam Margera himself. So sorry, but I would have to do it to defend myself. I would depose.
Oh, what a friend. Right under the bus you go, Bammy.
I did her podcast. She just gave me some methadone.
I depose everyone. I'll depose your ass. Watch out.
I declare deposition.
She's holding it like mace. I'll depose you. Don't you dare. One step closer, motherfucker. I will depose the shit out of you.
I would depose Stevo. I would depose any and everyone who had anything to do with this conservatorship. I would depose the judges. I would depose Judge Chris.
I'm deposing everybody. The next time, like, a waitress gives me kind of a cross look, deposed. You're deposed, bitch. You just got lawyered.
This is a great question. So does she or does she not have her law license? I'm stupid. I may have missed this. I'm actually confused on that as well.
We're going to get there, my friends. Don't you worry. She may have had it.
Maybe.
Depose your lawyers. I would depose your friends. We would be doing depositions for as long as I could fucking talk. And that's what we would be doing. Lima, if you think you're going to be in a lawsuit with me, I dare you to sue me in a lawsuit because I'm a lawyer. I will pay $0 for law services, and you will be having to pay lawyers who are at least as smart as me to fight against me, which is not cheap. It is very expensive to hire.
It sure is.
Me. So have at it if you motherfucking think that you have even a snowball's chance in the goddamn fireplace, but you don't.
Okay, hold on. I want to go back and get all of her southern folksy witticisms. But a lot of tough talk here that we're hearing so far. She is really, I mean, she's going to depose everybody. Watch out. We might get deposed. You know, if you're anywhere near this woman, you're getting deposed, baby. She's throwing out depositions like lollipops at a doctor's office. Get them on the way out.
It's going to look like the beginning of Saving Private Ryan. All the guts spilling out, the guy's holding them, but it just says deposition on it instead.
It's just everyone on the internet. We're just in the waiting room with like fucking Mark Maron and.
Is that the Chocolate Rain guy?
Hey, Mr. Beast, you've been deposed too.
Super sticker sent by Thomas Dixon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so everyone's getting deposed.
For fucking think that you have even a snowball's chance in the goddamn fireplace, but you don't. It is an embarrassing abomination that your bitch ass thinks that we could possibly be foes.
What? If I'm Lima, I'm petrified. This is some tough lawyer talk here.
If I'm YouTube, I'm nuking her channel. This is not acceptable.
I'd be very scared if I was. Oh, that's right. She does use language. But if I'm Lima, I'd be petrified because this is a real lawyer going at her pretty hard and seems very confident, and that won't waver, I don't think.
And you would possibly win. So I one more time just want to tell you one more time.
I one more time just want to tell you one. You know what? Hold on a second. 2 more times I'm going to tell you one more time. How's that? I'm up in the ante, bitch.
2 more times I'm going to tell you one more time.
3 more times. All right. You want that? You want that funny guy? I'll let another. Make it 4. 4 more times I'll tell you one more time. We'll breakfast club this thing.
She's got that I'm going to turn this car around energy.
I've been there. When you get really fired up and you think you're going on a rant, but your mouth is moving faster than your words. I understand.
You say the dumbest shit. Yeah, I've done that.
More time.
And I'm not even mad at myself. I mean, you. I'm not mad at you. I mean, I am mad at you. Which am I?
Be foes in a legal argument, and you would possibly win. So I one more time just want to tell you one more time. Okay. If you sue me, which I invite happily and gleefully, it will be a very bad situation for you and a very good situation for truth and justice. So fucking play with me if you want to. Lima is suing me. I don't like asking for help, but here I am.
The tone seems a little different.
The best is the end. Oh my God. Hold on, let's hear that again.
Yeah, please.
So fucking play with me if you want to. Lima is suing me. I don't like asking for help, but here I am.
Oh no, BJ, you seemed so self-assured a moment ago. I thought it was going to be a horrible day. I thought Lima was going to be, icing her wounds. It's going to be such a rough day for Lima and such a great day for justice. Isn't that what I heard? Didn't you say it'd be a great day for justice?
Honestly, she shouldn't be worried about anything, judging by her first video. Isn't that what she wanted? Didn't she want that to happen?
Well, Justice and BJ were apparently served because despite her tough talk, Lima was not intimidated and went through with the lawsuit because she said, geez, I've completely been defamed and people on the internet think I'm a money-grubbing murderer. But she did say I don't have a snowball's chance in a fireplace. So, I don't know.
She might marry Ojeda.
So let's try and channel that confidence as we listen to this next clip where BJ is mentioning maybe some of the help that she might. Now, I heard a second. She's a lawyer, right? So she's not going to need any help. She can defend herself. $0. That's a nice money-saving opportunity. Zilcho for a lawyer.
I'm going to be in a lawsuit with you.
Your Honor, I'd like to defend myself. Maybe it doesn't quite work that way.
Yeah, her cat ears have a shirt and tie on.
So if you support this journalism, if you want to see this story go all the way.
Journalism. Yes. You know what? We're journalists too. Let's put our journalist stickers on.
Ooh, maybe we can get let's see, like Machine Gun Kelly to like kill himself or something, and then we'll interview him right before.
I remember Woodward and Bernstein asking Bam Margera, so what did your mother say to you? That you're a loser and you can't have any more Jaeger? Is that what a journalist?
I don't like beer.
Oh, so you're saying your brother allowed you to drink beer and not Jaeger? This is good, solid journalism here.
Yeah.
I have posted the legal fund below.
Wait, what legal fund? I hope the grand total is $0, BJ, because that's what you said you would need. Is the goal 0? Because I heard that was the number necessary.
Hold on, I have to see how much money this thing generated. Does this lady get into that? I don't even know.
She does. I don't know if I have the clip. She fell a little short of her goal, I think.
Courville legal fund. Let's see what pops up.
Yeah, defamation. No, facts are not defamation, I believe is the tagline.
Oh my gosh, she got 45 grand from people.
Oof.
I mean, the goal was 150K, but still, who would donate to this fucking thing?
Well, isn't it though? Isn't it like GoFundMe or these things? You need the goal in order to get it, right?
I
she doesn't meet her goal, she doesn't get that money. Or am I wrong?
That's a great question. I assume you.
It might depend on how you set it up. I don't know.
GoFundMe.
I don't care that much.
All right, yeah, me either. Okay.
she either got it or she didn't. She needs 150 grand apparently. So yeah, she's asking for money. When I don't know where I heard this rumor. I heard a vicious rumor. Maybe you guys could clear it up for me. I heard she needed no money. She was going to act as her own lawyer.
Yeah.
I can't remember where I got that. I'm silly. I watch a lot of things. Maybe I watch some QAnon nonsense or something.
If you go on her Instagram for the court case, she'll be on like a private jet. That's what the funds are for.
Well, you may remember. Now let's go back because you may remember, guys, she was rapping about a Rolex in a video that came out a week ago. Seems a little frivolous to me, but.
Michael Redden, $20. Mike has been busy this week. This is great.
I sure have. Been hard at work, folks, trying to break some news here. Not
Thanks,
really. People have done it before me, but.
Thanks, fella.
Bring it to the people. Thank you, buddy.
I have posted the legal fund below. If you want to donate to the legal fund, please donate to specifically this link. I did not want to go to court. I told y'all I didn't.
What?
Alas.
Wait, what?
I thought I remember her saying specifically like she wants to go there more than anything.
Christ. Alba, bad news. The eyes are gone. The ears are going now, too. Fuck.
I thought she walked in the room.
I swear that I heard somewhere that she was inviting Lima into the courtroom. Said, bad news, bitch.
She's like, I live here. This might as well be my living room.
Bad news, moron. Go ahead and sue me because it's going to be a horrible day for you. I swear I remember that. Can we play that again? I'm sorry. Can we play the clip of her threatening Lima and saying, oh, I fucking wish you would?
Yeah, 1 second. I minimized it already. Silly me.
Sorry.
Which one are we on here? This one is 10, so I got to get to 9.
You guys get real insight into the process.
Yeah, me cutting clips. Let's just cut to here.
Against me, which is not cheap. It is very expensive to hire lawyers who are as smart as me. So have at it if you motherfucking think that you have even a snowball's chance in the goddamn fireplace, but you don't. It is an embarrassing abomination that your bitch ass thinks that we could possibly be foes in a legal argument and you would possibly win. So I, one more time, just want to tell you one more time. If you sue me, which I invite happily.
Whoa, rewind that again, Craig.
Very bad situation.
God damn it. These fucking headphones. I swear I'm mishearing something. I can't get it right. What is she saying there?
She's afraid to go to court, I think. Let's hear it again.
Okay, all right.
Just want to tell you one more time. If you sue me, which I invite,
Look up the definition of invite, if you wouldn't mind. Let's find the definition. It's got to mean something. I've been misusing it. That happens with words a lot.
If invite means please don't, I've been using it wrong my whole life.
Well, that happens though in the English language over time, words evolve. But if we look up, she's a lawyer, she's well educated, so maybe we look up the word invite. We'll realize it means for the love of God, please don't. I'm petrified.
Well, the definition is invite. Make a polite, formal, or friendly request to someone to go somewhere or do something.
Lima, come on in. Water's fine. There'll be tea and cookies for you on the table. Have a seat.
Gleefully, it will be a very bad situation for you and a very good situation for truth and justice. So fucking play with me if you want to. Lima is suing me. I don't like that.
And now let's fast forward just a little bit to where she tells us exactly what she meant in that clip.
I don't think that's what she meant. now I'm looking at it.
I wonder.
Go to court. I told y'all I didn't.
I didn't go back.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages here.
I know. She's a very confusing lady.
I did not want to go to court. I told y'all I didn't.
Oh.
Alas, here we are.
Now, of course, once Lima actually filed the lawsuit, BJ got fucking attorneys. She is not representing herself.
Oh.
Not that dumb. And despite saying that she wasn't going to have to spend any of her money on this lawsuit because she was going to represent herself, she has since put up a GoFundMe for people to donate to her legal funds.
Damn, that's too bad. I really believed her confidence and swagger. I thought she was going to hit a fucking home run for justice.
There's no one more confident on this earth than BJ going into a courtroom. I was under the impression.
Well, there's no one more confident in clip 1. And then there's oddly, no one less confident than clip 2 for some reason. I can't figure it out.
This is the last clip of this. It's just entitled, Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I hope, unless maybe I forgot to clip it, but I hope this is the result of some of her internet chatter and some of the things she's... You guys asked earlier, is she a lawyer? Maybe.
At this point, though, BJ can't really represent anyone in a court of law because 2 months after Lima filed a lawsuit against her, she forfeited her license to practice the law.
I will be formally resigning from the New Jersey bar as an act.
I don't know if that's how it works.
Why, BJ? Why are you resigning? Why choose now in the midst of a lawsuit?
You know,
I'm
starting to think that her whole entire law degree might have been a hoax.
How odd that you would right now, when you're fighting for your life, choose to step aside. That's on it. Like, you know what it would be like, really? Because this is a person, who practiced or, passed the bar exam. She went to Princeton Law, all of that. And then the moment she can do a little case lawyering, be in a courtroom, she resigns. It's like if tomorrow I got invited to the Joe Rogan Experience and I was like, you know what, gang? I'm going to retire from podcasting right now. I've done it all. There's no way this would benefit me in any way. A massive opportunity to win a case that you seem pretty self-assured that you would win. But now I have a question. Craig, you said it was a hoax. No, nay, my friend. She did, I believe, pass the bar exam, which makes this even more fascinating because you remember those crocodile tears earlier when she was reading the YouTube plaque letter?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure at the time. After seeing this, I worry that was acting. because this seems pretty genuine.
I will be formally resigning from the New Jersey bar as an active practicing attorney. I have not done anything that would warrant my removal from the New Jersey bar, so this is my voluntary choice.
It seems like it.
Yeah, it does seem. I was expecting her in the courtroom once she'd get there early, you know, have everything set up, and just turn and stare at the door until Lima walks in and just go, "Welcome to the fucking show."
I remember when like girls weren't interested in me, and I take that back. When girls were very interested in me in high school, and I would privately in my room sob and say, I don't like you. I don't like them. Fuck you. Ugly pigs." That's a normal reaction that people have.
Yeah.
The previous decision to leave my job, this one does not come without sadness.
Well, that's obvious.
This is what I have to do.
It doesn't cost anything to keep it.
Those tears seemed a little more realistic than the YouTube letter tears.
Well, mostly because there are actually tears on her face.
I wonder. I can't imagine why that is, but there is speculation. I don't know, but it appears. What was it? What'd you say? New Jersey bar? Was that it?
Yep.
It appears the New Jersey Bar Association. I don't know that this is true. Only BJ knows. But the speculation from some people on the internet is that the New Jersey Bar Association doesn't love internet trolling and threats from the lawyers that they have.
Oh, so maybe that previous video was sent to the board.
It's possible that the board got wind of some of BJ's behavior and said, "We'd rather you not threatening people."
No, I don't want you representing me.
Yeah, it's probably not the best idea. So. Oh, let me hear it again, baby. Let me crank that tune. Oh, yes. Let's get ourselves some Rolexes.
Cartier.
Hey, 45 grand will buy you a nice watch at least, right?
I heard 2,500 will buy you a nice watch.
Yeah, well, BJ might be shopping for brick watches instead of Oh, BJ, you rascal. How'd you get yourself in such a bind?
BJ, you've just been chosen.
So it's weird. Like, we're gonna have to keep an eye on BJ because I didn't know who the fuck she was a couple of weeks ago. But she seems pretty proud of her work with Bam Margera. You know, she seems pretty proud of her work taking down people like Lima on the internet. So we'll follow more of the things that she takes pride in, I suppose.
We should just fight on behalf of Lima.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of what we're doing here. But I think we're Team Lima. I don't know, but
No.
I don't want the trolls after me.
We should go eye for an eye. Every time she does something stupid on the internet, we match.
Meaning what?
I don't know. She posts someone's shit, we'll find her social and we'll post it.
No. We certainly won't. We won't do that.
Yeah, I'm telling you
Greg
guys.
might. I won't.
I'm telling you guys, don't do that.
No, really don't. Really do not do that. Fucking idiot.
I'm
Jesus
joking.
Christ.
Do you want to go Fuentes or Tom Myers next? What are you thinking?
Well, first I want to tell everyone to go to blindmike.net if you wouldn't mind, because all the free links are there. This is another comment that I got. Fuck, what was it exactly?
I think
on the Doug Stanhope episode, it was because I said Stanhope fans found the episode, I think.
Yeah.
And which is good. I welcome all aboard. If you don't like it, you can stop watching, which is what I've always said. But apparently that message didn't come across because I felt like maybe the plugs were a little long in the Stanhope episode. I'll take that criticism. But one comment was, I don't know if this episode was bad, good, or indifferent, because as a lifelong Doug Stanhope fan, I was excited to listen. But once it got to the 3-minute plugs, I left this review and turned the episode off forever. It's like just fucking fast forward.
I mean, you do it at the beginning to not interrupt the show.
That's what I try to do. Yeah, I hit 30 seconds a few times and you're done.
Yeah, and then you're done.
Or I don't get these people like people get very mad about like and not most people don't. People have been very supportive of the program. But every once in a while you see people like mad that people try and make a living off their podcast or something, and it's like, Why? I don't get it. I don't understand it.
How come?
Like a grift is Stuttering John saying, "Hey, you send me money and I'll send it to this cancer patient."
Correct.
That's a grift, not just saying like, "Hey, if you want to, donate a couple bucks, subscribe to the Patreon," because you get bonus Why You Laughing content, you get Quincy stuff. Sometimes you get these episodes early. People have been asking for bonus blind mics back there. Maybe we'll do that at some point. We used to do it a lot, but then Why You Laughing took over. But subscribe to the Patreon if you'd like. I suggest checking out all the free links first. If you're watching on YouTube right now, just hit the subscribe button, baby. Tap that notification bell. It's easy. It supports the show, and it lets you know when we go live and when we post videos. So mutually beneficial. And if you like the show for free, if you like the free versions of Blind Mike Project and Why You Laughing, you can also find Who Are These Socials links up there. And if you like all of that, subscribe to the Patreon. So go to blindmike.net to do that. I hope it wasn't too long, folks. I'm sorry.
It was a nice, smooth segue into the actual ad read, by the way.
I tried, baby. I'm a pro.
It was professionally done.
I mean, I really want to get to Alec Baldwin.
I know. I'm just trying to think of because we got Fuentes, who I don't know if you noticed when you watched this Fuentes video. Did you see what name he chose?
No.
It's a derogatory word that starts with an N.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, he's such a bad boy.
He's such an idiot.
I like that. Like Nick Fuentes thinks he's like the bad boy of the internet. Really, he just fits on Very Good Show.
Whoa. Let's reel it back a little. It does end with an A, though, if that makes it any better.
That's kind of like a pussy move, honestly. If you're going to be this fucking rebel, just do it,
I mean, you're going to get in the same trouble regardless.
We'll hold off on Fuentes. Wait, let's go to Alec Baldwin first. We'll do Tom Myers and Nick Fuentes if we're feeling it at the end. But let's do Alec Baldwin first.
We do also have a Shawna Ray update.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
We got a lot.
Well, a lot to get to. But Baldwin's more important because we got to help this man.
Let's see.
So Alec Baldwin is taken to Instagram yet again. By the way, I didn't send you the video from the other day. I guess Treat Williams died.
Who?
Actor. Very successful actor.
I don't know if I know that name.
He croaked. And, well, you're probably like a lot of Alec Baldwin's followers, but that didn't stop Alec Baldwin from updating them that Treat Williams has died and doing a monologue about Treat Williams. So he's still on the death beat. He's still following that, all your death coverage.
Yeah,
Excuse me, at Alec Baldwin's Instagram. But I chose to send you a different one because he's been laid up. He apparently, well, he's going to tell you what kind of procedure he had to get. He's going to tell you all about it, believe me. So he has had a lot of couch time recently, which inspired him to make another excruciatingly long video. Why are you laughing?
I had my hip replaced on Tuesday.
Sitting up
this
already?
Past week, I had my left hip done in 2018, 5 years ago, and I had the other one done little less than a week ago. So
already we're just into old man talk.
Just counting
it's 5
days.
ago.
Who gives a fuck,
And,
dude?
The pain goes away gradually. Goes away gradually, although I'm told.
Right now we're at the stage where if this is a phone conversation and anyone else is in the room with me, I'm giving the like wrap it up sign and eye roll. Like, okay. Maybe the gun to the chin.
Like, oh, he's like, oh yeah. Did you know that when you have surgery, it gradually gets less painful after?
I never fear, folks, because I did have my hip replaced, but I remain strong during this time. I know. Yes, I understand that the air in New York City is apparently like smoking 9 packs of cigarettes a day, but I am also a soldier. I'm like you out there.
Orthopedic doctors and their patients, my friends who've been through this, that the knee surgery is even more painful. But
than replacing a
it
hip?
is painful.
That can't be
It's
true.
incredibly painful. But as we keep saying in my house, it's the pain that's going to end the pain.
Now his kids are very young. There's no way they're saying that.
No, isn't one of them like 2?
Well, Dad, it's the pain that ends the pain, my friend. Also, for that to be the mantra around the Baldwin house, how exhausting must listening to this man complain be?
Oh, imagine eating dinner with this guy.
Oh, how's it going, Dad? Well, the hip again. It's I can tell rain is coming. It's like, oh, yeah, I know.
How about what'd you do at work today? I shot a lady filming me.
I can't be like the other dads that are all under 60 and don't have to talk about this shit.
Walking around, I needed this surgery done at least 2 years ago, and walked around and limped. I mean, I
hid in my house for 2 years
no
after
favors
murdering
because
that
the
poor lady.
compensatory damage you do to your back and your neck and your feet and everything else, your
Pussy
knees,
in your crack.
is not great. So to limp around with this condition for 2 years was tough. But I didn't.
Now, I just want to say, there is zero context. I've cut nothing out of this video. He starts it, giggles to himself, and starts listing medical problems. Like, just imagine the exhaustion you would feel. When I was a kid, I used to work at like a convenience store, market type of place. And people would feel like they could just like hang out and give you their life story. And you'd go, uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, geez. That's right. Oh my God. 3 days you were laid up? That's awful. That memory is triggered by legendary actor Alec Baldwin speaking to us, gracing us with his presence. He's having the same conversation that someone that works in the fucking excise tax office at Springfield City Hall would give you.
To do it work-wise or schedule-wise, I didn't have 4 to 6 weeks to kind of limit myself that way. Or my glucose issues.
The doctors are saying they've done everything they can, and I'm going to survive. I'm going to be all right.
Yeah, I go to the doctor and they check everything when you go in there. Did you know that?
They said I'm kind of, I guess, in many ways, like Oscar Pistorius, I suppose. a miracle of both modern science and the law.
So it was very tough. We'd line up a date to do the surgery, and I would fail my blood sugar test. So
what?
This guy's got all kinds of problems.
Yeah, all that together, and
I wouldn't give this guy's problems to a monkey on a rock.
And it hurts. It really, really hurts. But the painkillers they gave me.
Yes, legendary actor Alec Baldwin here to let millions of Instagram followers know I've got an owie on my right hip. I've got a bit of a boo-boo. It was from making a series of whoopsie-daisies throughout my time. And it's healing, but I want you to know, it hurts like a sucker.
Which they gave me one the night.
I suppose if I'm being objective about it, it doesn't hurt as much as, say, a bullet piercing through your chest. I suppose it could hurt more to lose a loved one who was just doing her job as a cinematographer. That pain, I can't say it's more, possibly equal to the pain that I'm feeling right now.
Hospital Tuesday night. I had the procedure Tuesday morning, and Tuesday night I took the painkillers they gave me, and man, I haven't been that high since 1977.
Oh, Alec, you son of a gun.
It took a turn. He immediately perked up. He's like, yeah, let's get
He's
this.
got the Pink Floyd playing in the background. I am, I've got to say, I'm pretty zooted. I'm yipped up. I'm tripping balls, my friend.
I just couldn't take it because you can't function. You know, I don't think they really kill the pain as much as they shut your brain off, and you don't really experience the pain. Anyway,
It's just like if that poor woman's husband has an Instagram account, it would be like if Fred Goldman had to watch OJ talk about his knees.
Every time he says hello, Twitter world, he's like,
oh boy, I've got oh my goodness, my hip is Oh, I can't think of a worse pain than this, really.
Nothing's worse than this.
I can't think of anyone or anything.
Home in bed, laid up that way for a few days.
Jesus Christ, there's 12 minutes left in this.
Oh, we haven't gotten to me saying this yet. I mentioned it was long, but we're gonna really zero in on just how long this is, because these are conversations that you would have with a longtime friend who can put up with just your drivel and nonsense.
Get into the movies.
Like if you've known a guy for 30 years, you can he could put up with this conversation on the phone. Oh yeah, jeez. And the weather, Alec. My God, the weather. Can you believe it? I gotta say, it's weird. It's June. It's been a little chilly for the most part. That's the strange thing. I mean, Massachusetts, you blink and the weather will change. So I guess those are the breaks here, huh, Alec?
My new titanium hip is throbbing, so it must be raining soon.
And often long movies that I have plenty of time to watch. And the movie I'm watching now is Reds, the Warren Beatty movie, which was
so here we get into Alec's movie corner. Finally, I've been DMing him for a while, requesting segments, and finally he's granted me my wish.
It's just this is just a podcast at this length.
It's Alec's movie corner. Yeah, well, I kind of give him credit. So he starts like me and Carl on WATS. He starts with banter. And then he gets into the topics. He gets into the nitty-gritty. And so here are my hot movie takes.
In 1981.
Oh, okay, 1981. I guess not so hot. I was wrong.
I mean, I've seen this movie more than once before, and he won the Oscar for Best Picture and for Best Director, I believe. I'll have to look that up.
You know what, Alec? We got it. We'll handle it. We're already on our phones. We'll Google it. Don't worry about it. In fact, you don't have to give us any of this information.
Yeah, let me look that. I love doing this while I'm on the line here. Reds. Warren.
Oh God.
Here we go. Reds. Oh no. Here we go.
Does he have 8 phones?
Reds. Warren Beatty.
Holy shit.
And he won the
Oscar Reds.
For Beatty was awarded the Academy Award for Best Director, and the film was nominated for Best Picture, but lost.
This should be Alexa, by the way.
And many other people.
This is how AI should be used. There should be like pros and cons of AI because it's such a dangerous technology.
Yeah.
Like if you want to use AI, it will give you the answers you're looking for, but you have to listen to 5 minutes of Alec Baldwin talk about his hip.
Or Siri is just Baldwin's voice and you hear him typing it out while speaking it.
Well, let me see here. Warren, that's WARREN. Okay, we're getting there, folks. Don't you worry. That's what like this generation needs. There has to be pros and cons of technology, and we've solved it. You make them sit through Alec Baldwin's inane. If they want the answer that badly, they're gonna sit there. You gotta want it, people.
Yeah, he's just like, all right, navigate to Tennessee. I want him to do that so bad. That should be a thing.
BJ Corville, law degree. I'll find this for you, gentlemen. Nothing seems to be coming up.
Definition of invite.
Maureen Stapleton, one of my favorite actresses. Were nominated for Best Actor, Best Actress, Best.
This guy is fucking toast.
Apropos of nothing.
But Beatty won for Best.
No one asked. No one said, "Hey, Alec, what are your thoughts on the Warren Beatty movie Reds?" It wasn't an anniversary. Nothing came up that sparked this.
We just don't see movies made like this anymore, where the cinematography.
Maybe a top tier actor could change that.
I have to find out who the production designer was here. The production design.
Hold on. Alec Baldwin in 2023 has popped into Instagram to Google the cinematographer on the movie Reds from 1981.
Why would he say the word cinematographer ever again in his life, let alone make a video?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Let me see who I could have murdered on this movie.
Were there any cinematographers executed on the set of Reds? No, it appears there weren't.
I was told this happens all the time.
Okay, now let's see. Were there any cinematographers killed on the set of Good Will Hunting? Oh, 0 for 2. All right, he's just going through the history of movies.
Types in Rust. Yes, damn it.
All right, now we've got some momentum.
Production. Or maybe it was Silbert. I don't know. I usually.
Oh God, he's making a list, says Connor. He's gonna find them all.
You're next.
Who is? Let's look at all cast and crew.
Cuts to a cinematographer.
Pause, please. Let's go to the whole cast and crew. Yes, and it seems the assistant makeup artist. Let's give her a shout out now.
I need a video of Alec Baldwin just finding people and murdering them.
Well, I suspect we might get one next week. But...
Hint.
This together. Let's research this together. All cast and crew.
A new segment. Googling with Alec Baldwin.
What a show.
Let's get some crew here.
If you were to guess, Mike, how much time's left in this video, what would you say?
9 minutes.
10.
Oh, I was overshooting.
So,
and in your heart, you thought you were under.
Allen and Silbert. Sir Richard Silbert, who did. You know, like he's one of those guys. Like you can't even read his.
You can't even shoot him in the chest.
It's like a phone book, you know, and the phone book of good movies. You know, he designed.
Excuse me, to all you Gen Z kids out there on Instagram, you know the part of the movie that you turn off, which would be the credits. I'm going to perform that live for you now and read every name of the 1981 film Reds, directed by Sir Warren Beatty.
Great movie, Richard Silbert. His filmography, he won 2 Oscars.
Now he's giving us their background.
Oh my God.
Hack Ride says Alex videos make mine look like vines.
Bonfire of the Vanities, Dick Tracy, The Cotton Club. He did Francis. He did.
Okay. Now we're at the portion where he just lists movies.
Knowledge, Catch-22, Rosemary's Baby,
16 millimeter,
The Graduate, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. I mean, on and on and on and on and on. Manchurian Candidate.
He's just reading movies.
Oh, there's Splendor in the Grass.
The Godfather. Godfather Part 2. The Godfather Part 3.
You know,
Goodfellas. Now he's doing mob movies now.
Hot Rod.
The city. We don't leave town.
Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
In New York, my kids go to their soccer class or their.
He turned down the role Vince Vaughn took.
Class, their clinics there, where we take them on the weekends, and when
there's just kids screaming in the background of this.
If we take them to the movies,
you hear that?
I take them to the movies. I don't think my wife would go for that, but I take them to the movies.
My wife is a bit of a lazy whore, so I'm stuck taking these kids to the movies, even though I don't know if you've heard me. Have I mentioned this? My hip is not at 100%.
They're 7, 6. My son Rob's about to be 8.
Oh, go back a little bit. Sorry, just go back a little bit. He says something so interesting about ages here. It's as if he just found out like what numbers are, and he's kind of excited about this fact.
When the weather is not cooperative, we take them to the movies. I take them to the movies. I don't think my wife would go for that.
Hold on.
Movies.
What a shitty thing to say about your wife, even if it's true. I don't think my wife would go for raising the children necessarily. It's not her bag.
How you say cinema?
Yes, she is too busy making tostadas to take the children to the movies. She's, of course, she's fashioning a sombrero and getting on her bureau. Burrow, is that the right term? She's the Spaniard, not me. I'm sorry.
She's the expert.
4 or 5 of the most recent, hit movies that your kids are going to want to go see. My boys are 7 and 6 and 5. I can't believe I'm saying that. They're 7, 6. My son Ralph's about to be 8.
And actually, as a matter of fact, folks, the 6-year-old is about to be 7. And get this. Brace yourselves. 5-year-old. I can't believe I'm saying it. Turning 6. Yeah, that's how it works, Alec. Every year. Eventually, that 7-year-old's going to be 9, 10. It's unbelievable. It's going to blow your fucking mind.
What?
Meanwhile, you have a kid who's a mother that you called a greedy little pig.
She is. Remember that.
But anyway, my kids' ages are beginning to vex me. But
I don't understand it. It was just, it was only a couple of years ago that the 5-year-old, I believe, was 3. So I don't understand how and they tell me in a couple of years, she's going to be 8. What's going on here? Help me. This is just how Alec Baldwin slips into dementia. He doesn't understand numbers.
Take them to the movies and go see, and I don't want to name names. I don't want to pick on anybody or attack anybody, but you can realize what
I would never attack anybody in any form.
On purpose or by accident.
Now, the charges brought on me would suggest it was an accident. That I may do. I may manslaughter someone.
These movies really is, and I take them to see.
I want BJ Courville representing
4 or
him.
5 of the most recent hit movies for kids. What do you want to go see?
You did nothing
And
wrong.
They'll have on the tip of their tongue the movie that they want to go see. And we go see blah, blah, blah. And it's like a torture.
Now he's not naming movies?
I thought to myself, what would be the worst experience on earth? Would have to be the director of that film and sit in a cutting room.
Okay, so the worst experience on earth for someone on a movie set is the director in a cutting film, not a poor cinematographer.
Just bashing this guy's. Can you imagine sitting through that, Drek? I had to shoot someone to get out of a movie that bad.
Customary 10 to 12 weeks or even more or less. I don't know what the cutting schedules are now for these contemporary films, and especially these super computer generated.
I don't worry myself with the jobs of the little people. They get in my way, I eliminate them. That's all I know about them.
This is when they screen the movie. That's the final cut of the movie, and you go, there's no screen direction or plot, or you have no idea who's who, or who, you have a pretty strong sense.
Oh, that's what he's here for. He's letting us know everyone that works on a film made in 1981.
They play them so loud. There's a theater we like. It's a good theater, an AMC theater that's near where the boys have their clinics on the weekend, and we go to that theater, almost exclusively. And
wow.
Oh my God,
What's wrong, Alec?
My God, these movies are so it's just like you're gonna crack your head open watching these movies.
Alec, Jesus Christ!
You're gonna crack your head open filming my movies.
So your chest will explode as a lead penetrates it.
Nothing's funny, it's more cute than funny. The writing is horrible. You wonder when people keep talking now about their fear that AI will take over writing, and they'll just feed the.
I think, what does Allen Iverson have to do with any of this? Hello, folks. But have you heard of this stuff? It's taken over.
I wonder if any of the comments point out that he's talking about cutting stuff from movies and be like, yeah, Alex, why don't you take some of your own advice and maybe shave
I
this
suspect a few people
out?
on social media may have pointed that out to him. Yeah, I think.
Into the blender, and AI will render the movie, the script. And I think to myself, that must be happening now, because I can't think of any self-respecting writer in the WGA who would write the shit that they write.
This I kind of like. Now I'm in.
Yeah, this is great.
But the good news is you can download on your pad. I have an iPad.
Whoa, pish posh. Hold on, rewind that again. Hold on. I want to hear him. So far, we've heard his fascination with numbers and ages. Now he's about to tell us about a technology that's been out for 10 years. Not to brag, but I do have an iPad.
I have a iPod Nano.
Yes, I actually just upgraded from a Zune. I had a Zune for many years, and the kids tell me this iPad thing is pretty good. So I think I'm going to stick with it.
Under the movie, the script, and I think to myself, that must be happening now because I can't think of any self-respecting writer in the WGA who would write the shit that they write. The movies are so bad, but the good news is you can download on your pad. I have an iPad. I never was an iPad person until a couple of years ago, and now I like iPad.
Pause.
They're screaming in the background.
Now we've moved over to the tech corner of Alex little segment here. I wasn't an iPad person. You're probably wondering, is this new, Alec? And I say no. It's a couple of years now, so I've adapted to the iPad. I know you're all very curious about the technology that I'm using when I'm home. And that is why I've made this seemingly endless video to tell you about Warren Beatty, shit on some movie that I won't name, and then tell you I've got an iPad, so things are going pretty well.
It's good.
It's good.
I watch iPad and
I watch iPad.
I watch movies that
Jesus
are always best appreciated.
He's talking like Ojeda now. I watch iPad. You trans.
I go to the movies and I watch big screen.
Does he think? Is he so out of touch that he thinks the film he's watching is iPad?
That's exactly how it sounds.
I give iPad 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. It didn't do very well in the box office, but critically, it's a smash hit.
I work with this program, Art of the Score, with the Philharmonic, where we do the live to picture. So when we did The Godfather on the big screen in David Geffen Hall, and the Philharmonic played the music live to picture. We did On the Waterfront. We did.
He hasn't mentioned why he's checking in with us.
Nope, he's just rambling.
You can keep playing.
You know, you can tell he goes to talk to his wife about this stuff, just like as you will talk about nonsense with your wife or whatever. And she's like, "Not now, Alec. I cannot do this." And he's like, "I'm going to the room."
I don't know what accent that was, but
that was some sort of fake Hilaria accent.
Oh, okay.
We did numerous films.
Okay, there's no way you caught this. I can't tell who just walked in the room, but he just looks at her and puts his hand to his mouth.
Don't you understand? This is my Instagram time.
Oh, who was that?
I'm telling the people about Warren Beatty.
We did On the Waterfront. We did There Will Be Blood. We did numerous.
Draws his pistol.
Oh, it's
Get the hell out of here.
It's his wife he's telling to shush.
Films.
You take your taquitos and get the hell out of here.
Numerous films, and I've got some people running in behind me here at the house. We did numerous.
I swear to Christ, if you make me pause this video.
You know, and I had so many ideas for more films. We did Amadeus, and Tommy Hulse came and introduced the film. And we have so many more ideas for films. We did Vertigo, and like many live to picture programs.
You can keep playing, but he usually tricks us
with Simon.
Like, hey, I'm checking. I just wanted to say a few words about my dead priest.
I want them to do.
He usually has some reason. This is literally just I'm bored on my couch and
Shining. I think.
Frankly, I needed a buddy, so I'm turning to you for support.
But yes, I'd love to see them on a big screen. But everything I want when I'm laid up to this degree is on this pad, whether it's
This
Netflix,
magical pad.
Amazon, or Apple TV.
Listen to him.
Program
It appears you get the internet with this thing, and you can do all sorts of online shopping.
Just Max. The Criterion. Download the Criterion.
You can order from various food delivery services. It's a fascinating bit of technology, and what's interesting is computers used to be massive.
I know.
They used to take up whole rooms,
maybe even
and
more.
I don't know if you guys are onto this. This iPad is very slender.
You see
it almost fits in your pocket.
Lists of the places you can access and stream a film, and there are applications I've never heard of. But Criterion is, one of my favorites, one of my great favorites, and
one of his great favorites. He has regular favorites. He has great favorites.
Just start with this movie, Reds. Go watch Warren Beatty's film Reds.
Oh, I thought there was a whole conversation ago, Alec. I forgot about it.
It's beautiful.
Never heard of it.
It's beautifully shot. It's beautifully acted. It's beautifully directed.
Why don't you read us some of the cast? Give the below the line people some credit.
To me, are what a movie is about.
Cinematographer.
If I sat down, like maybe one day I'll write a list and go over with you in multiple parts.
Oh no, that's okay.
You have to see before you die.
More awesomeness sends a super sticker.
Whether it's just a visceral performance. I always talk about how much I love Kirk Douglas, how he was the greatest actor / movie star, or among the greatest, because he was a great leading man at the box office, but he could act. He really could act. And I watched The Bad and the Beautiful all the time.
Minute and a half
just
to
see
go.
The power of the great performance. It's movie acting at the
I just want to see how he ends.
And
that part, I've watched this far. I turned it off right here.
So I love him. He's a great movie actor as well.
Okay, go back a little bit.
The acting at the apex, and his son Michael, I love as well. I love Michael Douglas.
Okay, Paul, I like that in his mind. Here's what's going through his mind right there, I believe, because I've studied this man. Well, I just did my whole Kurt Douglas rant, but I don't want Michael to be offended that I didn't mention him, so I better give him kudos. Certainly, he will hear about this when this video takes off, and it's going to be all the buzz around the water cooler tomorrow. Guys, did you hear Alec is laid up? Oh, people will feel a great deal of sympathy for me.
He's a great movie actor as well.
A great movie actor.
I saw him on iPad.
The film is, whatever it features, if it all comes together, the design and the acting and the writing and the music and the directing and the editing, all of it, if it all comes together, like The Godfather. The Godfather was the ultimate example of that. But
Marlon Brando was also in iPad.
Sight now. What a movie!
Every famous person, he's like, oh, I see Spielberg. He's like, oh, your work on iPad was excellent.
Robert De Niro in Godfather 2, great performance on iPad.
Start watch some of the greatest films ever made, and see what movies really are.
30 seconds.
That's what iPad delivers.
Very excited about Oppenheimer coming out. I think they're going to have a huge success because everyone's starved for that kind of content. Anyway, I'm out of time. And
time.
Watch Reds. Start there. Start with the great Warren Beatty.
You had a time limit?
And by the time you see me again in late July, I'm going to look like a totally different person.
Okay.
What the hell does that mean?
What does that mean?
I'm transitioning.
After all of that, after all this shit, he goes, I'm going to look different.
No. He doesn't just say that. He says, I'm out of time. Which I don't know what that means. I don't know if he means like metaphorically, like time is we're all running out of time. Time is finite, or like is he saying that they're telling me I have to go? They're giving me the curtain. They're giving me the light, folks. My time is up. You've been great. Thank you, Detroit.
Principled Uncertainty says Alec would dramatically read the cereal box. Wheat, sugar, numerous fats.
I actually remember wheat. My father was very big on wheat, and he would go to the store and he would get wheat-based cereals for us, and I would eat the cereal, and Steven would eat the cereal, and Timothy would eat. Billy, of course, would eat the cereal. We would all eat the cereal around the table. Okay, so that's wheat. Next ingredient.
I was going to say 12 minutes later. Anyway, different person. What a weirdo guy.
I can't figure out. They're telling me I'm out of time. Who's Alec? Wait, stay. We need the answer to this.
He's clearly like on vacation or something. He's in a hotel.
Hey, it's no vacation, buddy. When you got a hip replacement like that, oh, Malone.
That's pretty true.
That's no vacation.
That's true.
I need a vacation from this vacation. Well, back to the salt mines, folks. Alec Baldwin just checking in with a case of the Mondays. I mean, boy, I'll tell you, folks. Can't wait to get to 5 o'clock. Yeah, he's great. Like I said, he does give another. He eulogizes Treat Williams, but I felt just him needing a friend was a much more accurate assessment of where he is mentally right now. I don't know if it's a good place.
Box Eating Dad says if he didn't kill that chick, people would just say he's just a cinephile.
That's true. That's true. I like that. I wish he gave Hilaria the throat cut sign when she walked in.
He more or less did. He put his finger up to his mouth, like, shut the fuck
up. Don't you dare. I'm entertaining the people with iPad.
Do you understand where I'm at right now?
Me and iPad are gracing the people with a little knowledge and a little movie wisdom.
Yeah, I would really appreciate a video of Alec Baldwin and iPad shooting these
He's just talking to Siri.
She never knows the answer.
iPad, what were the nominees in 1975?
I'd be hear that? Should we give an update on Shawna Ray here?
Yeah, this will be a quick one. We just have a quick update on Shawna Ray. But I worry the last time we talked about her was with that guy, whatever his name, John or whatever his name was.
Her boyfriend or something?
We said, I think our determination was essentially he's the world's greatest pedophile.
Correct.
Because he's technically not doing anything illegal.
Technically correct.
It's all above board. Well, I worry because I think maybe we gave Shauna Ray some troublesome advice.
Mm-hmm.
I suggested in that episode that she could be a hero for America and do a service that keeps pedophiles off the playground, so to speak.
Yeah.
I worry that maybe she's running with that idea a little too much.
Oh, God.
Because there now is a system in place to contact Shauna Ray.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. I just want to give a
Oh, yeah, that's right. By the way, if you're new to the program and you're like, what on God's green earth is this voice? What child are they making fun of? Not so fast, my friend.
Can I be honest with you? She looks like she's gone through fucking hell. She looks like she aged 20 years and just looks like shit.
It's like Mulaney's joke where he says that if you just took my kindergarten photo and yellowed the teeth and put bags under the eyes, that's pretty much me now.
She's got tattoos and shit now.
Does she really?
Yeah.
She's really trying to adult herself. Yeah. So this is 20-something-year-old Shawna Ray. She has a disease. She had cancer when she was young, and whatever the tumor pressed against her brain, I think. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how it worked, but it caused her to essentially have dwarfism, and her voice and a lot of her features don't necessarily mature with her. So she's telling us about a new system of communication she has.
I like the idea too that she has tattoos and her boyfriend, like as they're getting sexual, sees
gross
and just goes, "Oh, ew, you're too young for those."
Just tell me those are press-ons.
And she's like, "I'm 24," and he's like, "Ew."
Oh, just say they're press-ons. Say they're press-ons.
You put them on with a wet sponge.
And thank you to anyone who sent anything through to the P.O. Box. We appreciate them all. We love everything we receive. I want to give a huge shout out to James Norwood because he sent me a cute little photo of me and
no. No. James, You've outed yourself, my friend.
And the picture he drew, she showed it, is a stick figure.
Oh, I can't help but notice it's not Jeanette Norwood. Of course, it's a guy reaching out saying, "Hey, cutie."
Oh, she should really go with. We've probably said this before, but she needs to go on like To Catch a Predator.
Well, I think that's what she's doing. I think that's what this PO box is for. You're not going to fool me, lady. I'm not mailing you anything.
Yeah, I'm 28.
And it's so adorable. And I just want to say thank you so much for it, and to keep up the positivity, and just have an absolutely amazing day. And thank you to anyone else who's ever sent anything or is sending something.
Don't, for the love of God.
Thanks for anyone that sent me those oversized lollipops.
It's a sting. Don't trust it.
Oh my God. And those light up shoes you guys sent me, keep them coming.
And this is the James who asked me to use this envelope to send back my underwear.
Be great though. The fan mail is just like, she's like, I got a new blankie in the mail. Thank you.
And they asked me to describe how I use it every night. So I'm going to do that right now.
I put my thumb in my mouth and I put my head on it.
As you requested.
About sending something, because your positivity, your support keeps us going. And honestly, we wouldn't be where we were at if it wasn't for each other. So thank you so much.
This poor
I also
Pitchy.
want to give a huge shout out to whoever sent this. Thank you so much. I think this is adorable. The fact that there's puppies and cats on it is everything.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to wash the cum off of it, sweetheart. I'm sorry to tell you.
She's doing everything. She's got tattoos, and one of them is a glass of wine on her forearm.
It says legal drinker over it.
Keep this bow because it's my favorite color, and we're going to try to open it and keep it pretty.
So you're so well off, you have to
but
keep
I'm
a
not
bow
very
that
good at
came in the
kind of
mail.
stuff.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Bill in St. Paul, Minnesota said he sent me these blocks that he wants to watch me play with.
It is packaged.
I hope this is
So,
like
give me a
a
second.
Little Tikes
Okay,
fucking
well,
slide.
opening the package, I found a letter, so we're gonna start with that.
I'm going to wear your skin.
You are so hot.
Stunning women who live life in their own way, who paint.
Can I make a prediction? I worry it's not going to be from a woman. It's not going to be someone who dealt with this situation. It's going to be from a generic man's name.
She's holding a card, and it looks like she's holding like a full-size Van Gogh painting.
A world with bold color, who shine like stars for the rest of us to see. Oh, that is so cute. I didn't know there was cards. That
Read the handwritten part.
Empowering women. I love this. Okay. I hope you enjoy your gift. I had a blast painting it. I was going to say I haven't seen it yet.
A lot of artists put their own cum in the paint, so that's what I kind of imagine's happening.
Oh, gosh. Shauna, I know she's a sweet, naive adult, but I don't think these people have the best intentions.
No.
It smells like paint, so I was
Okay, well, maybe don't get too close to it, sweetheart. Be careful.
And have a wonderful birthday. I greatly admire what you do and the
It smells exactly like chloroform. Oh.
Is there any way we could interview the people that send her shit or find out?
Well, that one guy, I don't know how to contact him or anything, but
Yeah, maybe we can find him and be like,
oh, didn't I sent you his Instagram? Whatever clip we played, I think it was from his Instagram.
oh, that's right. That's right. I want to be like, so what exactly about her attracts you? What is it that makes you go, oh, yeah.
that you are. A lightning bolt necklace is fitting for someone who shines as brightly as you do.
Oh, good. They got her jewelry.
They
That's
shot
good.
right from Kaz. Kaz is in my Discord. Oh, this is so sweet.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, we've got a breeding ground to hunt now, apparently. There's a Discord.
There's a Discord. Get in that Discord, everybody.
Guys, do your civic duty and take this Discord to expose these people.
Get into this Discord, infiltrate, and figure out what's happening and ruin it.
Oh, God.
Tag the FBI as much as possible in said Discord.
card stuff.
It's going to be Shauna Rae in the Discord, and then our guy Principled Uncertainty shows up. Why don't you have a seat?
I want the Discord's probably like, oh guys, imagine her playing in a sandbox.
Watch this. I'm going to give her a necklace and she's going to wear it every day.
She's using a sifter for the sand now. Oh.
Celebrating you today, your gifts, your talents, in the endless way you make the world a better place. But I love this. And they did it for my birthday. That is so sweet of you. Okay, now to see what you painted.
Don't give him too much credit, Shauna.
I'm more excited about this than the card, but...
Oh, it's a nude drawing of you.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yes. It's much like when Dudley spilled the paint on different strokes.
So this painting is so fucking stupid.
What is it?
It's a picture of what looks like a bunch of different colors, a couple leaves. The necklace he gave her, he painted, and it says, "I am Shawna Ray."
That's probably a gift that you send, not necessarily a friend, but like a secret admirer.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
Absolutely.
You know, maybe someone you don't have pure intentions with.
I imagine that all these notes are like the principal and Billy Madison that just at the end says "P.S. I'm horny."
And I mean, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but pride bicolors. I like that. It's perfect.
Oh my God, what a happy accident you two can giggle about.
Here.
Shawna Ray, these men are taking advantage of you. Stay away.
So I'm going to assume she has an 8-year-old's perspective on pride because there's not even close to the right colors on this painting.
This is going to go because I already have a canvas from my paint class there.
In fact, I'm getting so many gifts from men. It's weird, but none of them want to use their real face or voice on camera for some reason.
This guy he said his name is just Pop Pop.
This is so pretty. Thank you so much. I am so appreciative
Connor says he's going to need Jesus.
with this, and
This guy asks me to just call him Mr. Anderson, because it turns him on.
Mr. Anderson. Yeah, someone sent me some raw macaroni and said to glue it to a piece of paper.
talking to you in the Discord because this is just.
You've sent me colored paper and safety scissors. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm an adult, but I appreciate you sending me this, I guess.
I think I was joking about this Discord at first. Nah, we should probably nuke this place. It's probably poison.
Well, keep it going so the proper authorities can take care of it.
Infiltrate, make friends, but not close friends.
Yeah.
And figure out where
you
they're...
don't want it to be like Donnie Brasco. You don't want to sympathize with these guys.
No. Actually, you know what? What could actually happen is get in there and get someone to admit they think she's hot because of how she looks. Please.
The fact that you just remembered my birthday's coming up is sweet enough. Like, the card alone was enough, but this is amazing. And I'm so glad you had a.
You think they'd forget, Shauna? You're the only thing keeping them out of prison.
Like,
they're going to remember your birthday.
Like August 31st rolls around, right?
Yeah.
You walk outside. You have a giant package from someone.
Yeah.
That somehow knew your address exactly.
Yeah.
And sends you a painting.
I Come Buckets has sent me a painting.
Yeah. Is your reaction?
Oh, good. Guys, thank you so much.
I would hear a rustling in a nearby bush and be like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna be paranoid for the rest of my life now." I Come Buckets.
Time painting it, and I hope that you continue to paint because you're really good. And honestly, I don't think I could do this. So congrats.
You could all be with your fingers, but
I am. It's a hand turkey. I couldn't do this.
Have an amazing day. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to anyone else who supports me and has sent anything through the P.O. box or even, in a sense,
we might be her biggest supporters.
Yeah, she's thanking criminals.
She's thanking criminals. We're here trying.
Well, I take that back. Let me amend that statement. She's thanking people who are doing their best to stay out of jail.
Right.
Really going the extra mile.
She's helping them out. We're trying to help her out. The only people getting off are perverted criminals.
Sure.
This is disgusting.
Just bend there for me because
She almost said bend over.
other we honestly wouldn't be where we are today. And I know I say that a lot, but I really mean it because without you guys, I don't know where I would be and if I would
much safer place.
She's talking to the E channel cameras. Thank you for ruining my life.
No, it's TLC. Get it right.
TLC.
It's the learning channel.
Sorry. You're right.
Oh, Christ. All right. Let's see here.
Oh, we got a hack ride video, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's watch the hack ride video first, and then maybe we'll do Tom Myers, and the Nick Fuentes stuff is not time sensitive, so maybe we'll save that.
No, it is not.
So yeah, let's watch this hack ride video first. A much shorter one this week, folks. And like I said, if you want to skip ahead to the Tom Myers stuff, this is your warning. Go ahead. I think he said a 4-minute video. And there is a hack ride, I think, is appealing to the portion of the audience that does like psychedelics or something. Because I don't know what's going on anymore. But hack ride does a lot of great work. So this is his video this week. I think we're being visited from Jerry and maybe some of his other pals.
Jesus fucking Christ. So I'm doing voiceover work now too for these assholes? I've really hit a Zumok type bottom here.
Jerry's so mean to us.
All on the Blind Mike Network, a new show starring Blind Mike's favorite entertainer, Brendan Schaub. Brendan Schaub and Brendan Schaub. They are just 3 triplets living in the big city, trying to do the best they can.
Hey, bro, did you get that personal trainer job? I 100% gave it my best, bro. That interview was a banger. Maybe if you spent less time roofing and more time roofing, we'd be able to afford a bigger place. Shut up, bro. I will fucking kill you.
Until one day, something they never planned on showed up at the door.
Like a normal person, but they're smaller, shrunk somehow. Look, there is a note. Thanks, bros, for the wicked foursome last winter. This is little Paulino. He's one of yours. Please raise him well. Oh no, I told you that ketamine phase would come back to haunt us, bros. Phase?
Blind Mike Network presents a comedy about 3 abnormal brothers and 1 innocent little baby boy.
Have you ever done this before? Dude, what is that?
What's happening?
And the brothers
Brendan
are
Schaub
about
got
to
shit
learn
on his
that
face
the
from
only
a
thing
baby.
worse than raising little Paulino is losing him.
Metaphorically.
Bros, this baby thing isn't so hard. I don't know what the big fuss is. Yeah, it's just a little more poop than I'm used to. Just a little. Here's the thing, bros. This little beast found us, so it's our job to train him up. We are changing the game, bros. 100% bros. Bros?
Does he say bro that much?
Jake? Me, bro.
Yes,
Me
he does.
too, bro. You know what, fellas? This is going to be a great day.
This fall on the Blind Mike Network, join Brendan Schaub in his acting debut.
What the hell, bro? You blended little Paulino into a little baby guacamole. I can't believe what you've done to us. Now I'm going to be someone's bitch. I am so sorry, bros. It was totally an accident, although technically it was a protein shake.
Every week, a comedy of errors that the brothers have to get themselves out of.
Well, that was quite the predicament. Yeah, I didn't know how we were going to get out of that. Well, the important thing is we are all here together.
You baby murderers ready?
Yes, yes, yes.
This fall, 3 bros and a baby, only on the Blind Mike Network. Also premiering this fall, Bob Levy's Fools Across America. Follow Bob Levy as he rewards deserving couples with the dream pool of their lives.
As an expert on pools and pool installation, I use my expertise to help those in need.
You know, since Michelle got the cancer and we lost Rex, our musk ferret, to the crows, we really haven't had any luck. So this is just a blessing. Thank God for Bob Levy and his pools.
I'm only here to make people's dreams come true. I am the pool dream weaver.
And you won't believe the pool reviews. They are just something to behold.
All right, you two lovebirds. You can open your eyes.
What is this? What's going on here?
I'll tell you what's going on, you little cancer-ridden cunt. If I don't get one, you don't get one. And if you don't get one, no one gets one. As long as I live, not one motherfucker will have a pool before I have a pool. And it looks like I will never have a pool. So no pool for the weird crow ferret lady. Someone get me the fuck out of this hole.
Watch both Three Bros and a Baby and Bob Levy's Pools Across America this fall
Okay.
on Mike Network.
Boy, a lot's going on here on the Blind Mike Network.
Well, I got to go upstairs and blow Hack Ride to get a day off in this part of an operation.
Hack Ride is just the right type of insane.
Jerry, you rascal. Now, can I tell you, that actually gives me an idea. So obviously, that has nothing to do with the show in any way, shape, or form. We just indulge Hack Ride's insanity.
That was Hack Ride pusher basically giving up this week until next week. Because I know there's a big one.
He
coming.
could have just given up if he wanted to.
Does it have to be? If you don't got nothing, sleep.
Here's something he could do. It gave me an idea. It was funny, by the way. Hack Ride, I'm not insulting you. Don't worry. He gets very sensitive.
I enjoyed the pools.
Here's an idea. Shit that we talk about, like that reminded me. What you could do is we had a whole thing. If you haven't seen it, this was before Hack Ride's time on the show, I think. We talked about Schaub as Batman.
Yes.
I think we put it alone, like us talking about it. On like we cut it and put it as its own clip.
It's somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. I could send it to you, Hack Ride. But do that. That could be funny. A Schaub as Batman could be funny.
Yes. Oh yeah, when he said his mom thought he should have been Batman.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
now.
If you need context, go watch the clip. But that could be a great storyline because there's a lot of people that a lot of evil villains. Because Schaub is our hero.
That's right.
There's a lot of evil doers out there that Schaub could go up against.
And could Ojeda be Robin? Absolutely.
I don't see why not. See, this is why, to those of you that are like, why do you let Hack Ride do this? A lot of people love Hack Ride, by the way.
Oh yeah, everyone in the chat that's high loved that video they just watched.
It's probably the most mixed reaction. Like people love it or hate it, which means it's a good thing that he's doing. So,
No. Hack Ride he's already taken missteps. He said BJ as the Joker. No. She'd be Poison Ivy for sure.
Yeah, but that's not BJ's the Joker's not bad. Now he's cooking. See, his brain's already cooking. That's how his mind works.
Oh, she'd be a way better Poison Ivy. She's just poison. She's just poison in general.
Hey, let the genius do the work. All right. It's not for us to decide. We're not the creative types here.
That's true.
But yeah, no, that's very. He messaged me like in a frantic, and he's always frantic when he's messaging me, and he's like, I don't know, I just don't know if I have the time this week. I might only have a 5-minute video for you to play. I'm like, yeah, that's plenty.
Remember we said 3 was long.
Yeah, but yeah, Schaub as Batman could be terrific. So that gives me a good idea because remember he is our hero, Brendan Schaub.
Yes, he is.
So that's a commercial for the Blind Mike Network, and I think I'll post that as well. I made a playlist called Hack Ride's Corner on the YouTube. So subscribe if you want to watch those. Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah.
All right. Should we close with Tom Myers?
Yeah, I don't even know what this is yet.
It's just. I wanted to give you guys. We talked a lot about Tom Myers lately. Obviously, June 29th. Me, Justin, a bunch of the boys, more and more, they're coming out of the woodworks.
I'm so pissed I'm not going.
It's honestly like Cosby victims, where it's like 1 or 2 guys popped up and were like, I'll do it. And then more and more they found the bravery through each other.
It was, it was Spartacus.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'll do it. I'll go to Havre de Grace.
I'll go to Tom Myers. No, I'll go.
Yeah, so a couple of brave souls, and now I think more and more will be joining us in the back row of the Havre de Grace Opera House, I think it is.
Yeah.
So we talked about Make America Innate again on the Patreon, which I know I'm not supposed to promote. I'm just money grubbing apparently, but hey, it's there if you want it. So we talked about that there. We talked about a little bit of his stand-up here, but we haven't talked about his podcast yet. So this is, I mean, any WATP fans already know this, but this is Tom Myers, how Tom Myers starts his show. This is his, I was going to say his latest. I think an episode may have come out since I grabbed this one. But this is just an example of his monologues, and I'm wondering, maybe we'll see some of these jokes. He workshops them on the podcast. Maybe we'll get to see it in Havre de Grace. So I just figured as a little preview for Havre de Grace on June 29th, if you're on the fence, this is another thing that maybe pushes you over.
Already in.
Oh, I should say, Tom Myers versus the rest of the world is the name of this program. Tom Myers is always very long-winded. It should be Tom Myers versus the world. We would have understood he's not versus himself. We would have figured it out. But no, he likes to make sure you understand everything. Tom Myers versus the rest of the world.
Hello, and welcome to Tom Myers versus the rest of the world. A
Shitty
deal to
audio
raise the
just
debt
makes me
ceiling
mad.
and avoid defaulting on the country's bills was reached by the president.
Hold on. It's a 2-minute clip, but it might take us a while to get through. Go back a little bit. And that's how he starts his podcast. Like imagine, so he's doing like a monologue, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if fucking Letterman came out and was just like, "Hey, it's the Late Show. Tanya Harding's in the news." Jesus, David. All right.
He didn't even say what the show was. He just said hello, and then
Tom
went
Myers versus the rest of the world. First story.
Hello, and welcome to Tom Myers versus the rest of the world. A deal to raise the debt ceiling and avoid defaulting on the country's bills was
There's
reached.
not even a breath. There's not even a breath. It's Tom Myers versus the rest of the world. A deal to raise the debt ceiling. If you didn't know better, you would think the name of the podcast was Tom Myers versus the rest of the world, a deal to raise the debt ceiling.
President and Congress and signed into law. South Carolina Republican Nancy Mace said they got fleeced by a president who, quote, can't find his pants, end quote. Given that one of her conference members is Matt Gaetz, misplacing one's pants is the last thing she should bring up.
Okay. This is classic Tom Myers style.
Who the fuck is laughing at that?
This is it's Woody Woodpecker, I believe. It felt like a Tom Myers joke that I just made, but the Tom Myers style. Let me hear that again.
Matt Gaetz. Misplacing one's pants is the last thing she should bring up.
Yeah, so Tom Myers' style is basically like, I mean, as if.
No, his style is make the obvious joke, but say it way slower than you're even thinking.
Yeah, it's just Tom Myers' punchlines are just a verbal eye roll. Oh, brother.
No boy.
Oh, by the way, we might. Hey, gang. If Tom Myers isn't enough, we might see some of these people laughing at the show. Because don't forget, it's Dat Fan and Friends.
That's true.
Oh, I should mention that too. If you're looking for tickets, it's Dat Fan and Friends, not Tom Myers.
I hope you should all leave as soon as Tom's done. Like he was the draw.
I kind of want to see Dat Fan.
I know.
Justin keeps saying he's excited for everyone. Justin wants to take it all in.
You have to assume that Dat Fan is going to be okay.
Why?
Because he's done it long enough. You gotta assume.
Yeah, he's had 20 years to build up to playing the Havre de Grace Opera House with Tom Myers. You're right. He's probably gonna crush.
I didn't say that. I didn't say crush.
No, you know what, Craig? You're right. He's probably got a killer set.
I didn't say that.
Probably is the word I would use.
I said he'll do okay.
Founder Stuart Rhodes was sentenced to 18 years in prison for his role in the attack on the Capitol. That's 18 years of his cellmates thinking of all the creative things they can do with the hole where his left eye used to be.
Okay, let's go back because now there's a couple things I want to do here. let's go back because he doesn't set up that this person is missing an eye.
No, he does not. I didn't even hear the name you said.
It's on the audience to assume. Oh, well, obviously this person's missing an eye, right? That's why he's fucking his eye socket.
It was someone that was at the Capitol on January 6th.
Yeah, a name I've never. And again, I'm not the high-minded political. I don't have the high-minded political acumen that Tom does. So I'm probably just ignorant, but I don't know who the fuck this person is. So talk to us, Tom. Talk to the commoners, the little people.
Well, I do a Newsmax podcast every morning, so I'm sure once I re-listen, I'll understand what he's talking about.
And I'll say, going for after this joke, let's hear the setup and pause and see if we can guess the punchline.
Okay.
I believe this is a Vinnie Paulino game.
Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes was sentenced to 18 years in prison for his role in the attack on the Capitol. That's 18 years of his cellmates thinking of all the creative things they can do with the hole where his left eye used to be. Oh.
Hold on. Okay, now I have to ask also, other than fucking it, what are the creative things they could do?
A pencil holder?
Arts and crafts projects? What the fuck?
You could save snacks in there probably.
Yeah, but I don't think you have a lot of that in jail. That's the issue. In prison.
I don't know why he didn't just say vacant eye socket. The empty hole where his eye used to be.
That's all we need. We needed a little background, Tommy. That's all you got. Pepper in a little detail.
Because he's talking about jail. He says hole. The immediate joke, I think, is butt.
I guess, yeah.
That will be 18 years of Stuart Rhodes being stormed and invaded during his supposedly peaceful transition into life as a prison inmate.
Oh, we get tags.
I didn't even realize that was happening.
What the fuck was that? Go back.
With the hole where his left eye.
You got to go all the way back because now we got to hear it as one thing. Shame on me as a student of comedy to step on someone's punchline like that.
To be fair, though, typically that's when he just goes to a completely.
Sure, I thought it was done. Yeah, when I saw the credits roll, I thought we were all wrapped up, but.
Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes was sentenced to 18 years in prison for his role in the attack on the Capitol. That's 18 years of his cellmates thinking of all the creative things they can do with the hole where his left eye used to be. Oh. That will be 18 years of Stuart Rhodes being stormed and invaded during his supposedly peaceful transition into life as a prison inmate.
Oh, okay, raped. So
yeah, raped in the eye.
Here's a couple things about Tom. If the setup is anything to do with prison, the punchline will absolutely be forcible sodomy. I have no doubt about that's where Tom's mind. If he's talking drugs, the punchline is, I mean, this guy must have been out of his mind. He must have been zooted. It's the most basic level of horseshit with Tom always is where his reference pool goes. But also Tom got a little greedy there, where like the eye socket wasn't enough for him. He's like, nah, this deserves 2 punchlines.
Joe Biden fell during the Air Force graduation ceremony out in Colorado.
Okay.
Pause. I assume the setup's over. That's why I paused.
I don't think so. I think you don't know the Tom Myers cadence well enough yet. This is why you should be in Harvard degrees. You could study up.
I want to go, but his cadence. I will say this: it's never the same.
No, but it's much more meandering than this. He's usually not that concise. Joe Biden falls in Colorado.
Do you want me to continue and see if
I'm going to guess? Does he trash Biden?
I was going to say, does he trash?
I've heard this. I don't want to guess because I've heard this clip and maybe I've subconsciously internalized it, but I don't remember it.
Well, let's just see where he goes then.
All right.
This isn't his first stumble, which leads me to the following theory. All those times Biden was accused of grabbing people and smelling their hair, he wasn't being a creeper. He was just looking to regain his balance.
Oh.
He did it backwards. He did the joke backwards. You're supposed to end with when he sniffed girls' hair. That's supposed to be the punchline.
That was...
You don't say the punchline and then go, remember that guy? You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
The laughing on this might be the worst part.
These people, it's weird because like, it was part of the Howard Stern show forever, where the people in the background would laugh and clap, and it sounded kind of fake. And that's in the very early days of Stern. I guess these people look at Tom Myers as Howard Stern circa 1988. This guy, I want to be on this rocket ship when it takes off to the moon.
Chuck Todd announced he will no longer moderate Meet the Press. When did he start?
Yeah, I was too quick for you. You can't keep up with this guy. He's going to trick you.
See, if I paused it where my instincts were on the previous one, I would have been correct.
Justin drove me into the studio the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And he played some Tom Myers for me.
He's obsessed right now.
It might have been. It could have been this episode. I'm not sure, but he was playing some of it, and Tom makes a joke about like Biden or something, and Justin just goes, "That's what I like about Tom. He really rails against both sides." And just Justin's delivery of it was like, I think it might be serious. Who knows?
That's the beauty of Justin. You never know.
Yeah.
As of the recording of this episode, the Writers Guild of America is still on strike.
I assume that. See, now that's where his setup ended on the first joke.
Writers Guild of America is still on strike. Tom's a topical guy. He could have mentioned AI
or late night television, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna say AI. Something to do with AI.
That would explain why their picket line placards are boring as hell.
What was that? What was that laugh? I can only assume that man was being hit in the stomach with a metal bat at that moment.
Is Seth Rogen there?
Stop! My belly hurts.
As of the recording of this episode, the Writers Guild of America is still on strike. That would explain why their picket line placards are boring as hell.
I hate to be this guy. I don't get it.
There's a writer's strike.
No, that I know. Go slowly, because maybe it's my fault.
I know exactly what he's thinking. He fucked up the joke, obviously. So the writers would be the ones holding the picket.
I got that.
He, in his mind, thinks it's like the directors, and they don't have people writing for them.
Is that the joke?
Yeah, because in his mind, he's like, the writers are striking, so the signs don't make sense.
I'm with you on that. Maybe that is what he means. Has it been like in the news that the picket signs have been historically boring?
No, I think it was just a writing joke.
Like I imagine the picket signs just say like, we want fair wage, or hell no, we won't go, or something like that.
I think he was just using them as the foundation of a joke that would have been on any picket. Or it was just a writing joke.
So I guess you could have made that joke about any picket line, like, oh, that's why their signs are so boring.
Yeah, the electricians are striking.
Has a union ever closed, or not a union, but like the other side, the evil guys, have they ever said, well, we have finally given in to the union's demands because the picket signs gave us a hell of a laugh?
Maybe.
It was not so much their demands that convinced us, but the hilarity of the picket signs. That's Tom's issue with joke writing, is he doesn't have like an adult brain. Like, he kind of thinks like a sarcastic kid, I guess.
Right.
In court, Brett Kavanaugh dissented against their rolling back environmental regulations.
Okay, Brett Kavanaugh.
He's a pervert.
Something about I'm surprised he didn't force himself on.
Yeah. Oh, they must have passed out for him to pass that legislation.
Or they added a second door just to get away from him.
Kavanaugh warned that the ruling could jeopardize water quality and flood control. That's strange, considering the only flood control Kavanaugh used to worry about was the quality of his orgasms.
Oh my God, I love the laughs.
Jesus.
Can we make those my laugh track now?
every time you say something.
Don't do that, hack ride. I know you're gonna take it literally. Don't do it.
Since we last spoke, Henry Kissinger turned 100 years of age.
Oh, he
something
has
with-
trouble getting it up. He doesn't get a boner anymore.
Something to do with kissing. Like he's gonna be that on the nose with this one, I think.
Kissinger, okay.
Looks remarkably well for someone continuously haunted by the ghosts of tens of thousands of dead American service members, as well as countless Southeast Asian civilians.
Right. That's right.
What the
Oh,
fuck is that?
Kind of just an honest statement, I guess.
Well, all right.
I know.
Wait, go back. What does he know?
Let's see. Whoop.
As well as countless Southeast Asian civilians.
Right. That's right.
I know. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino each became parents.
That's the setup.
Okay, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino each became parents.
Some mob reference.
Oh, you know what? I remember the punchline, so I won't say it.
Is it a mob reference?
Nope. Think about the most obvious thing about the story.
The age?
Well, let's find out.
They're both in their 80s, so imagine the pressure their poor kids will feel having just learned how to walk and then teaching their respective fathers how to do the same.
That wasn't terrible. That wasn't the worst.
It wasn't, Craig?
No, it wasn't the worst.
You don't teach the elderly to walk.
I get what he's saying.
They
There's-
lose the ability, I suppose, but you're
They
not
both-
like, no, come on, Grandma, 1 foot in front of the other.
in terms of
daisies.
in terms of Tom Myers, that was not the worst.
I mean, we're grading on a pretty easy scale here.
A significant scale, but we have to do it.
Warner Brothers is canceling the production of Judge Mathis and People's Court.
They should put in. They should give a show to Donald Trump. It'll be something like that.
That's shocking. People's Court is still on TV.
Oh, God.
Oh my god! Who are these fucking people?
Do you feel that, People's Court? Do you feel that burn? You bitches! You just got Myers'd.
I'm gonna laugh like that from now on.
Oh, ooh, ah, Tom, you're burning us.
You've seen Beavis and Butthead Do America, right?
No.
All right. Well, at one point they run into their dads when they're tripping balls in the in the desert, and Butthead's dad laughs exactly like this guy. That's all I'm hearing or picturing when I hear this guy.
In Washington State were put on administrative leave after they were discovered with guns and cocaine on school grounds. That's very unprofessional of them to bring cocaine into a school.
So teachers were fired for having guns and coke on school grounds. That's very unprofessional of them.
To bring cocaine on school grounds.
To get
Something about guns.
get in the way of all the mass shootings.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about guns and shooting people, and yeah,
and not share it with the rest of the class.
Doesn't he
Not share it with the rest of the class.
Doesn't he do a version of that joke like all the time?
It's one of his standard go-to drug bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, because the pot joke is the British are coming, dudes. Thank God I brought enough. I can share. Which doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
Make classes much more entertaining for the students. And with the guns, the cocaine would give the teachers the means to fulfill the NRA's wish that armed teachers fight off any potential school shooter.
I liked it, but I don't think it was long enough. If you could have added a few more words, I think I would have been laughing a little harder.
Oh, it's like he was looking for the end of the joke as he was saying it. Fuck.
And the NRA, because they're on the right, they think that the teachers should have guns. And you know how that? Remember Uvalde? And when the police didn't go into the Tom, you don't have to fit everything in.
We understand.
All right, and that's a great note on which to say, and now on with the show.
He laughs.
Boy, that was terrible.
Oh, Tom. So, I mean, pay attention to the news, folks, because you're going to want to be well versed when Tommy Myers hits the stage on June 29th.
Can you pause while we try to figure out what you're going to say?
Hey, Tom, we're doing sort of a drinking game back here.
We're supposed to drink every time we laugh. So far, we're sober as hell.
I think June 29th, it might only be 5-10 of us. I think it's going to be the loudest ovation Tom Myers has ever received.
5 people would impress me. If you get to 10, that's a very successful.
Well, I mean, so I myself bought 5 tickets. Me, Justin, and the first 3 people that got back to me.
No shit.
Other people have confirmed that they will be there.
No shit.
Yeah.
How far of a drive is it? Has Justin looked it up?
6 hours. Now, also keep in mind, folks, it is the Thursday of 4th of July weekend. So just bear that in mind.
If it was the next weekend, I mean, the next week, I more or less have it off. So that would have been.
Well, hey, too bad. You snooze, you lose, pal.
All right.
We'll be there, folks.
Yeah. That's the end of the video. The video.
Right. I think that's the end. I think that's the end of us, pretty much.
Yeah.
Thank you for any super chats and all that sent in today. Thanks for hanging out in the chat and watching live. If you guys want to do that in future weeks, if you're listening and you want to do that, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. If you subscribe and tap the bell, then you know whenever we post videos and whenever we go live. Keep getting those numbers up, baby. I think I looked today. I think in the last year, the YouTube channel has grown 871% or something like that.
Pretty good.
Now that number is coming from like 400 or whatever we had last year. So, but still not bad. So I appreciate everyone subscribing to the YouTube, but only a small portion of the people that watch these videos subscribe. So if you tap the subscribe button, then you make sure you know when you get all our videos. And if you go to blindmike.net, you can get that link. You can get all the free links to Blind Mike Project, wherever you get podcasts. Why Are You Laughing? Who Are These Socials? All the links are there at blindmike.net. And then if you like those programs and you want more, if you want a couple of bonus Why You Laugh things every single month, if you want to watch Quincy with us, which we just celebrated a year's worth of Q's days, come back and join us for that.
We've been sending veiled threats, more or less, to our favorite.
Yeah, but no one's threatening the man. He doesn't have to come on if he doesn't want to. We've been trying to get the top Quincy reviewer on, and he has denied us so far. So you can watch that storyline play out. Come to the Patreon if you want to support the show. That's the best way to do it. And we're at the 1,000 patrons. We're going to play the Richard Ojeda drinking game, and at 2,000, I'm going to perform a Tom Myers stand-up set somewhere in this great nation. So,
Havre de Grace.
So get those numbers up. I can't do it in Havre de Grace. I'd be crucified. The people would torch me. That's a legend there.
2,000 now?
What do you mean?
It's a lot of people. It would be huge. You sell out the theater next to where you recorded it.
I couldn't do it. He's a local legend there. But yeah, blindmike.net's where you can get all of that. And then if you want the kind of stuff that Craig does, if you want shock jockery, if you want to be shocked. By the way, I listened to the beginning. I was posting an old Why You Laughing clip.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to go into a Why You Laughing episode. In hindsight, I get why people were so annoyed at Mike Harris.
Oh, we knew in real time.
An episode starts and he's just laughing before I speak.
We knew in real time. He would always have. I mean, the hit rate wasn't great. That's why it was a problem. But every time someone would say something, you'd have to tag it.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace. He's missed. He and BJ are trying to get their legal license back.
Yep.
And go to verygoodshow.org. That's where you can find all that stuff.
Yeah, August 12th, we got a meetup in Falmouth, Massachusetts. So if you guys can't make Havre de Grace, feel free to come to that. We're going to watch Scott Stapp perform at a fairgrounds.
You've ripped me off without my consent.
What's that?
Meetups started here, pal. I'm the first person ever do them.
That's right. It came up naturally. We were talking about Creed, and then Matt.
He's like, "You see what Mike's doing? We should do that."
Yeah, Matt told me
That's natural.
he saw him performing at some sort of like bacon festival, like something stupid.
Okay.
And we found out he's performing in Massachusetts at a fair for the cops. So
you should, if he's taking requests, you should request the Marlins song.
Oh, we've talked.
You're aware of that?
Oh yeah. Strike 3.
A stolen base.
It's really terrible.
Let's go, Marlins, make us proud.
It's the worst.
All right. Well, I think that's it, right?
I think so.
All right. Later.
Sorry to
folks.
anyone we pissed off. Plugging that stuff at the end of the show.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you had to sit through it and couldn't just turn it off.
And we have a meme transition.
Sappers clear the way.